It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does,
then
it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
except for that's the heart, Tim, and that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
Anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC Masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
so
cool
you're saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other?
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at
for
a shit.
years,
I can't fight
man.
anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim. And I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know.
Panic, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. There's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Junior Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whitaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
How
do you
bad would
die?
it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
killed in the cage? You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes. Hello, everybody. It's Bro Plata. What's up, everybody? It's Bro Plata here with you guys on a beautiful Tuesday, I guess. Tim is not here. Pulse, I don't even know where he is. I called him, a video called him. Don't know what happened to Tim. Hopefully, nothing bad. That's all I'm hoping for. Hopefully, he's not septic. Nothing is wrong with them. It's all good. But Pulse, you and I have some pressing matters to talk about in a little bit. Pulse Reloaded, by the way, the producer extraordinaire of Bro Plata, the new black guy, if you will, on the show, the best part of the show, Pulse Reloaded. Goddamn right there.
Oh man, thank you. That was a hell of an intro right there, man. I don't deserve such kind words. I really don't.
Well, I mean, you've stepped up to the plate and you're willing to learn. So I'm already going to compliment you on that for sure. And appreciate, like I said, though, we do appreciate thing. Casey, no clue, sir. I don't know where he is. I don't know where Tim is. You could be gallivanting around New Philadelphia, Ohio, for all I know.
Well, I know we have a lot to I know we have a lot to discuss, but can I just take a quick bathroom break real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. I'll take you off the stream and I'll talk to everybody and say hi to everybody, and then we're gonna post this in our and annoy everybody in the discords that we are a part of to promote this lovely podcast of ours. Forever. But we are here on a Tuesday. We're going to talk the UFC 290 pay-per-view that happened this past weekend, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I liked it. And I liked the pay-per-view altogether. Watched from the beginning on ESPN Plus until when it hit pay-per-view. And Pulse and I will talk about that when he comes back from the bathroom. And we will discuss a lot more. I actually want to find out why Pulse is named Pulse. Maz told me to ask. And I'm not going to know him, Maz, the way I do as a fan of his. Yeah, it's something I really want to get down to the nitty and the gritty of. And hopefully you guys enjoy the show. It's episode 215. We've been around for 3 years now as well. Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of Bro Plata, a day that will go down in podcasting infamy. I'm actually let's call Tim, see if he's awake. See if Danko is alive or not. Put on speaker. He has a full voicemail, by the way, so I won't be able to leave voicemails. We're waiting. Yep, still nothing. Kind of worried now. Kind of worried. See.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Oh, yep. It seems like he is not waking up. Hopefully he's fine. He's online, it looks like. Just gave him a wakey. Pulse is back. Tim's not dead. He just showed that he was online. So hopefully here in a minute he'll be back. He'll be joining us. If his nap.
I was gonna say, like, at what point do we contact the authorities?
Knowing Tim, I'm gonna say it's a 3-day thing. I'm gonna say it's one of those where you're kind of like, all right, one day it's kind of all right, that's a little weird. Second day, you're like, nah, he'll be fine. And then the third day, you're like, all right, we need to at least call the cops. I would love it if he comes out and he's just like, Oh, just woke up. I don't have any alcohol. Nothing. Yeah, man, he's awake. Not dead. I just got a message from Tim saying not dead. So we know that he's above. He's 6 feet above, which is nice. But yeah, man. Did you watch the pay-per-view this past weekend?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch every? Are you a guy that watches like every single like match on the card kind of thing?
I try to get my money's worth, but this one here actually had some pretty good preliminary fights. So yeah, I definitely.
Bruh, it was sex. Some of those early prelim matches were like, and I had money on every single fight again. I had my buddy pick, and I put $1 on it. If we would have won, it would have been like $1,300. But we decided we lost. I think. What did we lose on? We lost on something obvious. Like I think Robert Whitaker or something like that. We lost money on, but we had a good streak going for a hot minute, and then like it just got pulled out from under us, and you're like, "Fuck you, dude! Fuck you!" At least that was me.
Yeah, no, I mean this 290 was great. It's probably card of the year, I would say.
So far, yeah, I would definitely. It had enough. It had a lot of action on it. Some just wild knockouts that I wasn't expecting. Especially the one kid. We'll wait for Tim because he hopefully watched all the prelims. He did not watch the pay-per-view, by the way. He is Pulse. I need to ask you a question.
Okay.
And this is a personal fan question of mixed martial arts here, kid. Like this is something that is like. To me, you're a hardcore fan if you do this shit and are willing to put viruses on your computer for it. I go to like the websites that put it up for free next day. Tim won't do that shit. Like, do you do that stuff?
As far as watching the pay-per-views?
Yeah, like if there's like a fight you didn't see, or there's like something where you don't have ESPN Plus or something like that, or you didn't buy the pay-per-view, but you wanted to watch, Sean O'Malley versus whoever that the night before, but you don't want to fork over the money. Right. I go to a couple websites for that stuff. Like if I don't want to pay for a pay-per-view, I got some places deep in the deepest regions of the internet that I can go to for a free fight. Like, but Tim's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I feel bad. Yet you rail on fighter pay. Like how? I don't get it. That's how you get back at the evil army is you steal from them at all costs. All right.
I used to pay for all the pay-per-views before they went to ESPN Plus. And like when they bumped up the price, I'm not going to lie, I feel bad about illegally streaming it, but I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, how can I put this? I don't feel bad because I've also been doing it since I was like 17. Like the moment we got the internet, I looked on how to find free wrestling pay-per-views back in the day. Like immediately went to Justin.tv or one of those websites or somebody I knew was going to have a mirrored copy of that pay-per-view going at all times. You're like, it feels good to fuck the man over.
Yeah, I mean, if I was rich, bro, I would probably pay for every pay-per-view, but I can't afford to shell out $75 every single month. So
I get it, and there's actually a secret hack to that I can give you.
Okay.
And I would say throw somebody some money, but it involved, throw them like $20 for the pay-per-view, like via Venmo and all that shit. But like, yeah, there's a ways to work around that where you don't have to physically buy the pay-per-view. It's quite lovely.
Okay.
I do it all the time. Like, how do you think some of those live streams happened, son? It was on someone else's account, and they got like $40 for like to go halvesies on the pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
So it's easy.
I was gonna say I do have a website if you want to watch like current movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord, in the Brovo Discord.
I love that idea. As long as you don't get flagged, I love that idea.
No, this one is okay. We'll keep it discreet.
But no, yeah, man. The pay-per-view itself was pretty fire. Like, I got to my buddy's house around like 3. We played some video games for a while. He's trying to get me to play like Dead by Daylight, and I'm not really into that. Mostly I'm a GTA guy at this point. You can go check out my GTA racing channel at Scally Bandit on the Twitch. Yeah. But no, we played a little, and then we watched the entire show from start to finish. And everything was fucking wild. But I want to have Tim to be here. And Maz the other day, while I was hanging out in the stream as well, told me to ask how you got the name Pulse, and we're going to address that today on the show. But I want Tim to be here, and hopefully he'll be here very soon. I didn't ask. You coming? Jesus. And then also we got news today too. The one that I want to talk to you about, because Tim's not. You're a boxing guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So the news came out, and actually, if you want to go to the design, like we talked about earlier, and start from the top. I want to talk to you about this. It's been announced October 28th, the year of our Lord 2023. A no-name is taking on the greatest boxer of his generation in Dubai. And you can take this down now. You can take this down as well. But because I want to see your face while we talk about this. But I got to tell you, this is the first time in Tyson Fury's career where I'm telling him, bad move, bro. Bad move. Like, this is terrible for Tyson Fury. Terrible. Because it can't end any other way. Well, it's an exhibition fight, too, so they're just going to kind of pitter-patter with each other, which is dumb. But if the Saudis are going to give him money, hats off. But, like, right now, dude, there's so much fire against him on, like, boxing Facebook. It's uncomfortable at this point. Like, really uncomfortable how many people do not like Tyson Fury, and I have no idea why. No idea. But now this is even, I'm like, fuck it, why Francis Ngannou, dude? Like, what do you think about this?
I mean, like, when you say exhibition, does that mean that this fight cannot end in knockout? Does that mean?
One of the rumors is that there's a no knockdown rule gonna be applied for this fight, because there's no way, he's not a WBC ranked guy, so he's not gonna go for the WBC world title. They're just getting money. That's all this is. It's a cash grab, and I have no idea why Tyson Fury needs money right now. None.
Right.
Otherwise, the idea that Alexander Usyk and his camp just like annoyed Tyson enough where he's like, you know what, dude, go fuck yourself. I'm going to go make more money with Francis Ngannou in Dubai because of that oil money that's being thrown at me. And but like,
well, I understand. You got to get that bag, but I feel like, you know, you are the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. You're supposed to set the tone for the rest of boxing. So well,
to your point, I mean, he's not only the WBC, but he's technically, in the boxing world, he's still the heavyweight champion of the world, like the lineal unified world champion.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just to be in an exhibition fight where there's no knockdowns. I feel like I'd rather see Francis and Tyson in like the slap league, you know?
Yes.
Let them slap each other, you know?
Dude, yeah, if PFL would have been like, yeah, this is going to be a boxing match in a cage, I would have been more apt to care. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna watch, but it just feels like less of a fight. But I understand it's, and I'm happy for Francis because he's finally starting to make some real money. The UFC wasn't paying him.
yeah. To me, it's like, at what cost, though? Because the thing about Tyson Fury and Ngannou's what? Maybe Wilder's height, 6'5". What'd you say, Pulse?
I think we just got frozen for a second.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do something here. There we are. The ever on time Timothy Danko. No. Are you hungover?
No.
Oh,
No, it's just, when you wake up and you wake up pissed off about something else, the last thing you want to hear is Ray's voice. So, like, that's why I didn't answer your call, because I got it. I woke up at like 5 after or 8 after, just when you got started. And then you called me and I saw it on my phone and I'm like, not yet. Not quite ready to hear his voice yet. I got to walk around first. I got to pour a drink. I got to
shoot some chickens.
Murder some fucking poultry. Yeah. No, I thought for sure I set my alarm. I can remember doing it, I think, but
you're never like the late one too. That's the funny part about this.
I know, because everybody gets one. Actually, I get as many as Ray's had, so I get few. I got a few. But I'm here. I'm alive. I fixed
your nameplate for you. Late as always, never on time.
Hey, don't you fuck with my nameplate.
I have the controls.
Yeah, so but I think I should at least be able to control my own fucking nameplate.
Nope, not when I pay the bills, boy. Not when I pay the bills.
Well, if you're gonna make me leave, that's fine.
All right. Well, we're back to a normal show. That's a good thing. But no, yeah, I mean, like, so much is to blame. Like, people are blaming Tyson on this. And I have no idea why everybody's blaming Tyson Fury on this when it's like Alexander Usyk has been dodging him. Then you also have AJ, who's been dodging him. Hold on. I need to put you up here to show. Yes, I like that nameplate actually better, Tim. I like that nameplate better. Hashtag fuck Ray. It's good. Mikey G, thank you for being here. So Pulse is the new black guy to replace the other guy. Yes.
Why do you have to make it about race? As soon as I turn it on, the first thing Ray's like, Ray's like, hey, we got a black person.
Well, no, me and Pulse have had an intelligent conversation about boxing while you've been gone. So
that's fine. That's good. Well, listen, at the very least, it was half intelligent. I don't want to give Ray too much credit there, but
that is true. I will acquiesce to that one. But no, we were just talking about the Francis and Tyson Fury fight in Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah.
Is
that locked in for sure?
October 28th under boxing rules, but it could be an exhibition match too.
Boo.
Exactly.
No.
Well, what are you gonna do? Dumb. Tyson can't put the WBC title up against Francis Ngannou. He's not even ranked in boxing yet. And this is
I mean, the Conor fight was an official fight when Conor fought McGregor.
When Floyd, you mean? When Conor fought Floyd?
Yes, I just woke up, but you know what I meant. Yes,
I get you.
But Conor fights McGregor every day.
Well, that's different though. Floyd was not a world champion at the time, and it was if he was, it was non-title. So, I mean, it's one of those things, man, where you're just like, but why is Francis doing this?
You just make it a different organization and still make it official. Just be like, hey, this is Bills promotion now. Even though it's still real, it's still sanctioned, but it's no belt because it's not the WBC. It's Bill or whatever.
Yeah, it rubs me the wrong way.
It can be done. Just don't. When I think exhibition, I think no one's gonna try. Everyone's gonna phone it in like Mayweather does when he fights the Paul brothers. Like that's what I think with exhibition. Even if it's not gonna be that, even if they say it's not, I don't trust it. You put the word exhibition. If you don't put someone's record on the line, I don't trust it.
Neither do I.
So that's why they need to fix that. Or else, honestly, I will not be excited for it. Honestly, it doesn't seem real because he can get knocked out by Francis, which I don't think is going to happen. We'll say hypothetically it does. He's still undefeated. He's still never lost because it's not a real fight. That's dumb. Yeah. No. I will not pay for it if it's not real.
Well, I was about to say I'm definitely going to pirate the shit out of that pay-per-view. I did it for Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. I'm going to do it for this fucking fiasco as well.
Also, let's say this quickly, Raymond. You need to know that when you have a friend who has debilitating OCD, okay, then you should know that if something's bothering them, you're not going to understand why, or they will or won't do something. You're not going to understand why. It might not even make any sense to you, but you don't have debilitating OCD, so you should just know that you don't get it and just let it go.
Okay? I absolutely do, but I also reserve rights to shit on you for it.
Well, it's not going to make a lot of. It's just because I just feel guilty, and it's just.
Wait, what's going on?
What about pirating things? I just don't feel like it's. I just feel guilty about it. So I'm going to continue to. Again, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
I don't.
All right, just get that you're not going to get it, and everything will be fine.
Like me and Pulse are talking about it, and Pulse does feel bad for doing it as well because he's admitted to it, but we both admitted to doing it on the show.
I mean, I looked at that website you gave me, but I couldn't find them.
MMA Core?
Yeah,
I'd have to send you individual links and shit.
Okay, because that's a little different. But if I sit there and watch it live on my TV, that's gonna make me feel really
it's like basically the replay, like it's basically just the fights in 2 or 3 parts, and you watch them that way.
Well, that's not bad. But doing it live makes me feel really bad.
Live, I understand, but I'm talking like next day. Like that's where my whole thing with you was. Like you wouldn't do it the next day. Like it's over.
No,
it's free on the internet.
I don't know. I feel bad that this is the third one in a row that. Oh, listen, this is what we haven't talked about. Is in the 3 years we're doing the show. Happy anniversary, by the way.
Happy anniversary, yes.
How many I have bought? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the ones that I have bought.
No,
a lot.
I'm not.
Thousands of dollars worth of pay-per-views. So, I think I'm allowed a few. And also my goal this month was to get, because there's 2 in the calendar month, and I get paid once a month. Okay. So in the calendar month, I was going to get the second one because although I heard this one was fire and everything I read it was fire, and I'm disappointed, but card-wise, I was more excited to see Gaethje and Poirier again, and mainly my dude Kevin Holland. I'm like, I got to see Kevin Holland fight Chiesa.
Yeah, I mean,
and also I gotta pay $130 for Fight Pass this month, which I do pay for Fight Pass. I don't watch it enough. I need to.
No, yeah, I get it. I'm just saying.
The answer is that we're not weird. We're perfect. That was the answer
right.
to these comments. We'll let you speak. We let you speak plenty. Let isn't the word anyway.
Yeah. He can jump in whenever the hell he wants.
It's true. It would be nicer if he didn't wear Astros hats, but I think he's doing it just to fuck with us at this point.
I forgive him for as long as it's from if it's 2022,
that's fine.
If it's 2022, I'll forgive Pulse. If it's 2017, then we have a problem and he needs to take it off and reveal the bald head that's underneath. Right. All right. Although you might have some kind of Meadowlark Lemon like afro or you pull shit out of Pulse. I have no idea. You're like one of the super. Do you remember that show from back in the day?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon where they were like the super Globetrotters and shit. Do you remember that show?
Not really, no.
Oh my god,
Scooby Doo, and I remember the time I got drunk with them.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. The Scooby Doo ones, they got their own spin-off where like Meadowlark Lemon would like pull anything out of his afro.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of the funny. Like I loved that show as a kid. Curly, I think, could extend himself like Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four and shit. Yeah, it was.
Are you asking Pulse to grow an afro? That's not.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just like we don't know what's under the hat, Tim. We don't know what's under that hat.
Good point.
It's just hair.
Well, obviously, sir, but I like to let my imagination run wild. Does he have cornrows? Does he have? Is it a Caesar? Is it? Is there something cut into the side? Maybe like a picture of Drake on your sides. It could be a thing. Like you could go to a fire barber.
Say one thing, not racist, please. Jeez.
White people aren't funny. Is that a not racist thing?
It's not racist. You can say
okay.
that.
All right, cool. All right. Hit my quota for the day. One non-racist thing a day.
Did y'all guys happen to catch the MMA holes last night?
No.
No, I didn't.
Oh man, it was a great discussion, and now that stream is been taken down by YouTube.
What did they do?
Yeah, I saw that. Maz posted that on his YouTube or on the YouTube community page. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sucks because I called in. I had, in my opinion, some great takes, and actually, Sadiq Yusuf, MMA fighter, Sadiq, a UFC fighter, called in.
Yeah,
and he spoke his mind, and it was a pretty good show, and it sucks. It's gone forever now.
Yeah, what was the I saw a copyright issue was levied against them on YouTube by the UFC, and that's why it got taken down.
Yeah, I think because they showed the clip of Adesanya, his exchange and the things that he said to Du Plessis, and I guess that was copywritten, and yeah, so.
Well, I'm gonna. I hate to be on big business's side here, because I never do that on this show. But it's. Did I make you laugh, Tim? I'm hoping I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they did play something from the pay-per-view, which does fall under the domain of the UFC, although MMA Holes, even though they're a comedy show, they're also a news show. So they should be able to play those videos, especially that one. I mean, Tim, did you see that exchange?
Which one?
Adesanya and Dricus Du Plessis.
Dricus Du Plessis? No, but I am excited for that fight.
Show the one GIF or meme that I had put in there of Anik, Rogan, and Cormier in the overlays. I think it's the second, the one on the end there on the top. This is a very true statement. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting on my couch saying, "Please don't say it. Please don't say it." Like, it was a wild exchange, man.
You haven't seen this by now on Twitter or anything?
No. I've been sleeping the last 2 days.
Izzy just kept
saying. Perhaps I should explain.
Yes, you should.
No, I think I got it. I think I got it. But you can go ahead.
So after Du Plessis got the TKO, he was being interviewed by Joe Rogan. Then they brought Adesanya in there, and I guess he had a little something to drink. And
I love that, by the way. They should give them free drinks. Just start giving all the fighters tons of drinks when they're at fights by themselves. I mean, when they're not fighting. Love that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so basically he he went street on him. He started at first he said, what did he say? He said oh God. What did he say?
One of them was, "You ain't my brother."
Right, that's what he said. And then yeah, I didn't keep track, but I would say probably 6 or 7 times he called Du Plessis the N-word, and
in a row. Like, it was meant. Oh my God, dude.
That should be a pay-per-view in itself. Hear black man call white man the N-word.
No, but I gotta say, Du Plessis, he handled himself like a true gentleman, because, like, I'm gonna just keep it real. I respect Adesanya. He's a good fighter, but I never really liked his attitude. And after Saturday night, yeah, I'm certainly not a fan of his now, man.
Definitely needs to explain his titty on that one.
For sure. That's a titty that really needs to be explained in the mainstream media. Like, that one was, bro, when he started going off and saying what he was saying to Du Plessis, first of all, my first thought was, oh shit, he's calling a boar this. Second of all, like, you can tell that Du Plessis has gotten under Izzy's skin, and with that little outburst being there, calling himself, the real, wants to be the first true African champion, and all that stuff. You can tell Izzy wants to kill this guy, and it may work out in Du Plessis' favor.
It's not saying anything wrong, though. That's the funny thing about it. Like,
yes, right. The man avoided.
He was born in Africa. He is from. Is he still training there? I don't know. He is African. That
I think he does fight out of Cape Town, or one of those things. Definitely, probably not Orania, but
is he born in Nigeria? I know he was raised in New Zealand.
Pulse, do you know that it was?
I think he was born in Nigeria. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But he lived in Auckland, New Zealand for most of his life, yeah, or something like that.
Right.
So, I mean, but like, I love the fact that he went after, like, Du Plessis sort of hit a matrix point, like one of those moments where, like, shit gets too real, like where talking about the fact that he would be the first real African-born UFC real first African champion because of the fact that he still lives there. Does Tim ever clean that nappy ass hair? Mikey G is asking.
Nope. Just
one of H-Town's own, Mikey G.
Just let him go, bro. Just, this is like a tail.
But to me, though, like, what makes me giggle is, like, how, as Paul said, how stoic Du Plessis was. Like, I guarantee you, he was like, dude, I saw people get rubber necklaces as a child. Shut your face, get your shit together, and fucking talk to me like a man. Like, oh, I want that at Sun City, goddammit. I want that Sun City, South Africa, on the resort where they closed down in the 80s. I want it on that thing and Du Plessis to win. You realize how crazy those, like, insane South Africans would go for that? Oh.
Well, they've been talking a while to finally bring a card to Africa, and I think when they thought about it, they were talking like, "Oh yeah, man, maybe we'll finally get Izzy and Usman to fight each other. There we go, or at least get those guys in the car." But now it's going to be Du Plessis.
Apartheid.
Oh Lord.
Oh, the minority is definitely going to rule the UFC at that point. It's going to make Stevie Van Zandt come back. I ain't going to watch UFC. Sorry, I had to get that one out.
How about the win itself though? What do y'all think? Because Whitaker was the fave, and I remember I said on last week's show, I know Whitaker's the fave, but I wouldn't mind seeing an upset, and it happened.
Right, I definitely wanted that to happen, and you know what? This is what it is. I wonder because coming in, we kind of thought Whitaker is the man. Plessis is good, but man, Whitaker's going to be hard to beat. I really think that. How much do you think that the UFC had to pay Whitaker to take that dive? That's what I'm saying. Because listen, they've seen Izzy and Whitaker. Dude, he's not going to have a third fight. No one's going to watch that. No one gives a fuck about that. But dude, the beef between these two guys, the African thing, the white African thing, dude, that's gonna be something. And Whitaker's like, no, I can beat Izzy this time. Like, come on, man, come on. Here's the duffel bag. He's like, no. And then the night before the fight, there's like a giant hockey bag full of cash.
Yeah.
Right, non-traceable bills, and he's like, "Fuck, all right, yeah, all right." Him and Nico Price got the same treatment, so, dude, 100%, dude. I'm waking up with the tinfoil hat on, dude. Nico Price got paid to take a dive. This is Lawler's last fight. Like, dude, let's get him a knockout real quick. You look great, for everything he's done for the company. Burr to burr to burr, right? Of course, it was probably a whole lot less they paid Nico Price. They gave Nico Price like a 6-pack. And a gift card to Mickey D's. And then but Whitaker got a whole hockey bag full of untraceable bills to take his dive. So anyway, how much do you think? I don't know. I hope he got a couple milli out of it.
Nah, UFC probably gave him like 20 grand.
I don't know, but it was good on their part because no one wants to see Whitaker Izzy again. Done with that. We've seen that twice. All right.
Yeah.
But this whole thing with Du Plessis, yeah. Listen. Things work out for them way too often for not to be shady sometimes. And this time it was shady. He took a fucking dive. All right? Out of here.
Oh, my God. Tim's going to the conspiracy side. Like, this is something I thought I'd never see.
Woke up with the tinfoil hat on.
Well, I was going to ask, how serious are you being? Because I heard a lot of people say the same thing about Nico Price. They said the way that he felt just looked kind of funny.
Oh, come on.
I listen. If either of them happened, I think it was Price. If any of them happened, but Nico Price is too fucking crazy. I think to take an actual dive. But, however, like I said, things work out way too often for the UFC like this, and they always seem to work out. So I feel like, why not? Let's just say fuck it. The only conspiracy I actually thought might have been true was the whole the one when. Shemaev missed weight by 20 pounds. Like, oh, yeah, that was convenient, right? Oh, we got to mix the card up. The card that no one's buying. Yeah, that's the one I actually believe. But Nico Price, but yeah, no, but also, yeah, the Bobby Knuckles took a fall.
This is my big business hat, Tim. Look, this is the new big business hat. And I need to tell you.
Gnome? You a gnome?
No, I'm an elf, bro. I'm an elf. That's how it works. Once you get to a certain level in big business, you become an elf. By the way, Mikey G, I love your 2 comments. First of all, my first one was Tim looks like Tim looking like he belonged in an episode of Hoarders.
And this is a collection, not a hoarding. All right.
And then at least Ray got the decency to comb. You spelled comb wrong. His hair before a show.
No, you got to comb. It comes in his hair. That's what he does. That's what do you think that is? That's not product.
Yes.
That's man splooge.
This is the product of great aim. Okay, this is perfect. I actually what I do is I shoot it in the air and then I go under it like an outfielder. Like I'm waiting for it to drop and then I comb it in. I'm good.
I woke up late. I didn't have time to comb my hair, bro. Sometimes I do, but not today.
You don't know what a comb is.
I do use a brush. It's a heavy duty brush. My last one broke. I had to get a new one. It broke on this luxurious mane. Snapped.
Yeah, because you have like 80 knots in it. That's why.
No, I don't need knots anymore. It's just thick.
That rat's nest of a head you have.
I just said there's no more knots in it. That's
because the name of the shampoo you use.
I do comb it every day. I just didn't comb it before I I came down.
Pulse. Imagine him in front of some kind of like boudoir or whatever the hell. Like
100%.
just holding it down like a broad. Just like going like this. Mirror on the wall, who is the most mediocre of them all?
And it says Ray Highclack every time.
It does, and I'm happy to know that.
Is it still Ray? Yeah, that's what I worry. I'll make sure it's still Ray. It's nobody else.
Has Ray improved? No, he's still mediocre. Good.
Cool. And if I say it's someone more mediocre than you, I feel like I have to Venmo that person $20 or something to get him up a little bit.
I mean, I know a few. I've met a few comics where I go, I'm not them. Okay, that's good.
They probably say that about you.
Well, I know I'm friends with a couple of them, but on Facebook. But no, yeah, I mean. The him knocking out Whitaker the way he did, or TKOing Whitaker the way he did, man, was a huge statement for him. I mean, he's been on a roll for a while now, and for him to take the number 2 guy to set up his world title shot is pretty fucking slick. Like, I love the fact that we actually got that was it Dricus?
It's Dricus Du Plessis. I'm gonna say it like that no matter what, because it's fun to say like that, and I'm not going to pronounce it correctly ever. It's Dricus Du Plessis.
I kind of want to. I actually want to message my Boer friend to like get her to do a voicemail for it, like so we can actually. No, I'm gonna do that right now. See if she's busy to like get the actual like translation.
Well, he says it right. Where's the one time he's like, "You're saying my name wrong. It's Dricus Du Plessis," and then whatever.
Yes.
He's like, "You'll remember it." I'm like, "Yeah, you do remember it a bit more now, but it's fun just to like make it run all together." Just I don't know. I hope that fight happens eventually. It'd be cool if it happened this year.
Oh yeah, both guys are fresh right now, so why not do it in like where's the next New Zealand fight? When's the next New Zealand card or Australia? Come on,
do you
Tim.
feel like
I don't have any scheduled. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Do either of y'all feel bad for Sean Strickland though?
In what way?
I mean, it seemed like he was next up.
Oh, I mean, didn't he just? I don't know. He got his ass kicked by Pereira. So I don't know. Not yet. I don't know. If he wants to shut, he has to fight his Plessis, I think. But no, I don't think so. Listen, I think the only reason he would have been next is they would have let him jump Whitaker just because Whitaker's fought him twice. That's the only reason. Like, now that there's somebody else new, yeah, they're like, now this is a better fight. This makes more sense. And it does. But no, not really. Now, do I feel bad for Strickland because of his insanity? A little bit, yes. Get him on some pills, bro. But besides that, no.
No, that man does not need pills. Don't put pills on that boy.
No.
Him and Mike Perry are the 2 psychos that benefit from not having psychotropics in their life.
I think that guy needs like a reverse security guard, like a reverse bodyguard, meaning he just makes sure he doesn't fight other people. Like he just walks around and holds them back every once in a while.
That's called a social security check. A lot of the time.
I think it's Chris Curtis, apparently, from what he says. He has to keep him from fighting guys in grocery stores and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, did y'all hear he got into it over the weekend with Khalil Roundtree at his gym?
No, really?
Yeah. Strickland's always in some shit, man. Wow, Muhammad, he's always going at it with somebody.
Man, thank goodness that guy fights, because if not, he'd be in jail, I'm sure.
Well, he'd be fighting in jail. I mean, that's
Undisputed 2. So they made an Undisputed 2, didn't they?
Hold on, I'm gonna check something real quick. I just got a voice memo from a friend of mine from South Africa. Hold on.
He should get back to you quick.
It is. This is how you pronounce. I'm not Googling this, by the way.
Okay.
There's my Facebook Messenger. I'm not showing the profile or anything. But this is how you pronounce. It's It's Dricus, apparently. But here we are.
Dricus Du Plessis.
All right.
That's just Du Plessis. What I thought. Okay.
Oh, that's fucking funny. You're like, fuck you. This is America.
America. His dress is Du Plessis.
Dresses. We don't want those on man. We don't need those anywhere near.
I will only pronounce it correctly if he's on the show. If he's on the show, I will pronounce it correctly. That's it.
I'd have my South African friend on here. What are you talking about? Like,
I'm talking about Dresses himself.
Well, no, that way we can have things translated for us as well. Like do a full South African.
Oh, dude, I have a lot of questions, and most of them would be inappropriate. I have a lot of Seether questions, a lot of Dave Matthews questions.
Hey.
A lot of Rodriguez questions. Actually, no, Sugar Man. I just want to talk about Sugar Man, Rodriguez.
See, I would be more Seether, to be honest. I'm a Seether guy.
I don't think they know anything about Seether. I don't think anyone cares about Seether. Really.
I care about Seether.
Not there. I like Seether, but I'm talking about down. I mean, there.
Pulse, do you know of Seether?
Yeah, the new metal band.
Yes. Oh, he can stay. He knows who Seether
New
is.
metal band. New metal was like a rap. They're not rap, but
they're in the genre, but they're
a hard rock band.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, what were we talking about exactly?
But I don't know. Dresses Du Plessis.
Dresses Dricus. All right, it's Dricus. Get it right.
No, I like. What? You know why? It's not that I don't respect the man. I do, but I just like saying Dresses Du Plessis. It's just fun to say, so I'm just gonna keep saying it like that.
Dricus sounds actually the funny part about like
a Harry Potter character. Absolutely, he was head of Slytherin for sure.
Or like a failed. Or like one of those Roman or like failed Roman poets that they like say he cut his throat in the town square out of embarrassment. Like Dricus just grabbed the knife and did something. It was a horrible scene in the Greek world. Yeah.
DDP and like do the diamond cutter and the whole nine, you know?
And then start some yoga.
Diamond upside down is a pussy.
It is. What was I gonna say? Oh, but no, yeah. I mean, Sean Strickland right now. I think he's basically winner gets next between Dricus and Izzy, and it will be Sean Strickland. It has to be. I mean, he's been on a roll lately, so
he's got to find somebody ranked.
What about
He'll take it. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, what about Cannoneer? Because he beat Strickland.
Right. Yeah, Cannoneer.
Rematch, baby.
The thing is, he already fought. The thing is, if Dresses Du Plessis beats Izzy, then all these fights open up again. Because like, oh man, well, we've seen Izzy fight all these guys, but we haven't seen Du Plessis fight all these guys.
Yeah.
So I think it's different. It's different than if Izzy wins, we're like, okay, let's try to find somebody new. Strickland, okay. But if it's Du Plessis, well, maybe a Cannoneer, just because, I don't know. Like, they'll say things like, well, this guy has next no matter what. But in reality, dude, they just, they want to make money. They got like people jump all the time, and it happens.
Did you actually watch the fight, Tim?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Only reason I asked is because, I mean, it's funny that you said it was a fix because, like, the one thing I'll say about Du Plessis, he's not the fleetest-footed guy. His striking is not pretty, but somehow it's effective. And, I'm just wondering how did that happen. You think it's possible Whitaker's chin is gone?
No, I don't think that is. I mean, this, I don't know. This guy's tough. Hey, can you put this up, Ray? Can you put this up?
Which one?
The phonetic spelling.
Ah, yes. This is my South African friend.
All right, let me sound it out. Du Plessis. Du Plessis. I think I nailed it.
John has a good point too. Like, honestly, he should have called him a cracker. Like, during the whole exchange, just call him a cracker once.
Well, you're a honky, sir.
Yes. And I would have, I literally like thought to myself, like when he was getting called that,
The answer is
Tim
yeah,
got-
buddy. I think so. It's starting a little bit. It's not too bad,
Aw.
but it's starting a little bit. Not too bad. Not like way back. It's it's probably the same as Ray's. It's not.
Hey, mine's a nice widow peak. Okay, mine's
No,
kind of.
mine's not bad. I don't have any hair loss in my family. It's not too bad.
I have. Oh, dude, I don't know how. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say this once, and I know I'm gonna curse myself. My mom's dad was bald in his mid-30s.
Okay.
I am in my starting my mid-30s now at 34, but everything is still good. There's no butt thinning patches. Like, I have avoided that very well so far, and I'm happy about it. Oh, I'm so glad I still have hair. Like, so glad, even though I'm supposed to be going bald by now. Like, you and I, good hair twins. We have some of the best hair in the podcasting business. And not the same as Ray as my pasty brother. Meaning,
Well, yeah, maybe one side's a little higher than the other. That's what's weird. So it's like uneven, but that's not that bad, really. It's not that for someone 35. It's not that bad. It's really good back here though. It's real thick back there, so that's good. A little further back up there, but not a little up here, but not too bad.
Oh, by the way, this fell in a little bit of chemical today. Yay! But nothing like a puddle, thank God. So I cleaned it though.
What did it fall in?
Some chemical that was drying on the pavement at my house while I was fixing. Yeah, I cleaned it up though. I washed it with soap and water and shit.
Where's gonna get fucked up superpowers?
That's how I become the mutant.
You said not good ones either, not useful ones.
It's like Meg Griffin. My nails just grow.
Nails. Yeah, right.
Ow! Ow!
Like one patch of his beard grows in real fast. That's it. Just
Yes.
every time he shaves, it comes back, but only like this much of it.
Yeah, not enough to do shit, but it's still there. You looking like Rihanna with that sixth head Tim or six head Tim. Keep the white
Rihanna
man bird's nest.
Just have a lot of head.
Mikey G brings a new breath of life to the chat. By the way, I'm very happy about that. I like the insults; they're quite nice.
Mm-hmm. And most of them are
don't
right.
worry, we're comics. We appreciate a good roast if it's there. If it's not funny, we just won't acknowledge it. But, yeah, man, like, yeah, I think Dresses is actually going to do it. Really do. I think he's going to beat Izzy. Kind of hope he does, to be honest.
I'm on board for that.
Fuck yeah, man.
I don't think he has the technical ability to do so, but I want him to.
Well, I seen the odds came out. They already have Adesanya as the minus 300 fave.
300? Okay.
I mean,
what did Dricus or whatever the hell
Dricus Du Plessis.
what did Dricus get? Do you remember what his was plus what? 300 or what was it?
Against Whitaker or coming up against Adesanya?
Adesanya.
I don't know what it was coming back. I saw.
Okay. Yeah, because I'll admit I made about $70. I pulled out of a few bets, but I still made money this weekend. And Dricus, who I think is the one that made like a $5 into 50 for me, because I bet on him beating Whitaker because he's just too good right now. He's got a lot of power and he's smacking people. So I'm gonna get behind the dude that's fucking smacking folk. You know.
Did you put money on that Val Woodburn guy?
I absolutely did, and I Don't regret $1 I used him in a parlay at the time until he became stiffer than a board once the fucking ref said go. I've never seen a guy freeze up so fast and like let the moment get to him than Val Woodburn. Like, it pissed me off because he just did nothing. Absolutely nothing against a guy he could have beat.
No.
Absolutely.
He doesn't beat that guy 1,000 out of 1,000 times.
Yeah, no, I don't buy it. Once he starts getting into ranked competition, Bo Nickel will crumble.
He's not going to lose a fight till he fights for a title.
No, he'll lose.
I don't know. Nickel's so fucking good.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree with Ray. I think there's a few guys,
I don't think you guys know how good he is. I don't think you guys have figured it out yet.
But like prospects that'll beat him. Like, say they booked him against that guy Brendan Allen next. Who do you think wins?
Oh, Bo Nickel in the first round.
I don't even know who it is, so I'm gonna say Bo Nickel. Actually, like, if I don't know him, then he's not gonna beat Bo Nickel. Like, I'm talking top high 15, top 5 guys. There'll be guys that test Bo Nickel and beat him, even if it's on points. Like, there's some guys in the top 5 who can beat him. And
Bo Nickel versus Marvin Vittori. Who do you got, Ray?
Marvin Vittori.
Bo Nickel. 100%.
I got Marvin Vittori, dude.
Bo Nickel's so fucking good. You guys will learn. You'll learn.
Vittori's good too.
Market, man. He's even better than you think he is. He's an ass. And he looks very punchable, but he's very, very good.
Very punchable.
He's so fucking good.
Hate Bo Nickel. Hate him. Fucking hate him. A goddamn ball shot at 285. Like,
is the sound not working?
Can you hear me?
It might be
Tim?
YouTube. It's not working. I can hear you. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, never. No, she said never mind. Never mind. God damn it, man! Fucking you bores, you morons! You let yourselves get out of power down in South Africa. What? I'm sorry.
Lord.
You let that Mandela guy run. No, I love Mel.
I think someone needs to watch Invictus again.
What was the one with Harry Potter? They had an apartheid movie with Harry Potter.
Oh, the one where he escapes the prison.
Yeah, that one. I know what the movie's about, but I've never seen the movie.
I don't. It's Escape from something or
something
other.
Like that, yeah. She's like, she's basically, she called me an asshat. Now that, I love this podcast. It allows me to be such an asshole.
Whatever. I'm gonna listen to some Dave Matthews. You guys just carry on.
Oh God, is it ants marching?
What would you say?
But what was I gonna say?
Probably something racist.
No, Pulse, if you can, bring up the card from UFC 290. Just bring up an open thing and bring up that card because I do want to. I don't even know what that was. Go to share screen, all that kind of stuff.
The only thing I know about Diane Ward is Chappie. That's the only thing I know.
What was the other one? I loved District 9. That was a great movie. Yeah, District 9 is one of the best movies ever.
District 9 was great.
But there's some fights. Did you watch any of the fights, Tim? Like any on the card?
I saw the knockout of Lawler's knockout.
Okay. You only watched.
I planned on watching them today, but I fell asleep. I was very angry today. All right, I had an anger sleep because
why were you angry?
I was about to tell you because some idiot was interrupting me when I was trying to tell people why I was angry. That's why. No, what was it? I had an order for Walmart. I was trying to make my card wouldn't go through for some reason. I don't know why. Nothing wrong with my card. There's money in that account. I don't know, and it pissed me off because that was my whole plan today. There's no food at the house. I was going to get food. I needed distilled water for my CPAP. I was going to get that too, but now I have none of that. And now the stores will be closed by the time we're done doing this. So that's why I
go down to UFC events. Keep going a little bit further. You'll see it.
Who's fighting this weekend? Is it Holly Holm?
UFC 290 right there. Holly Holm is fighting this weekend. I'll be camping in Loudonville, Ohio.
Why?
Because
you have indoor places you can sleep. Like you don't have to sleep outside. Why would you do that? What? Why would you cosplay homelessness?
Pulse, go up to the top. Go up to the top real quick. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, you see events? Go over to events. Top of the screen there. Close that bullshit, whatever the fuck that is. But you see events. Yep, right there. Press it. Press it. Oh, yeah, Pulse. Press it. Go down. Go down. Nobody cares about Bueno Silva versus Holm. Go to past events. Go up a little bit. Past events. On the job training on Bro Plot is what you'll get. Volkanovski versus Rodriguez. Me and Pulse watched the whole card. So if you could go all the way down, just go all the way down. You and me will talk about this while Tim does whatever Tim does. Keep going all the way down.
No. There are things that Ray finds interesting about South Africa, but it's not the things that he should find interesting about South Africa.
I find apartheid actually very interesting.
That's what I was going to say.
It's wild to me that exists as like a libertarian because you're just like, that's fucking wrong. But at the same time, how did you let yourselves get into that fucking situation? Like, it's just wild, dude. And also the Boers interest me because they're an actual African tribe technically. But they're all Dutch and French and shit. Esteban Rigovics dominated Camuela Kirk. It was kind of a boring fight for what it was, but Rigovics definitely had some really great moments. Pulse, what do you think, buddy?
Okay, I said I watched all of the prelims, but I lied. I did not see this one.
God damn it, Pulse.
Rick, can we put this comment out? This is a good question.
Stop. Do you know the history of your country, South? Yes,
you know what?
do.
I don't know about Ray, but
joke, Marissa.
Our teaching of that history when we were kids was pretty whitewashed, to be honest with you. So,
a lot of it, yes. No, I'm not saying that we weren't set a bill of goods, but like
Civil War was fought because of state rights. That's it. That's the only correct answer was state rights.
Nope.
That was the actual. I'm just telling you. That's what I was taught, and that's what the only correct answer on the test was states' rights.
Yeah, because you live in a racist ass fucking part of the country. You're in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Raymond is sensitive every day of his life. If you not noticed this,
yes,
have you seen the Lost episode?
There's been a couple lost episodes, or one lost episode because of that YouTube
was the best.
That
was the one you deleted was the best thing we've ever did, and
yeah, the ghost episode.
Anyway, White's only
Pulse
restaurant
remembers
still
the ghost
existed
episode
to the 2000s. What?
Where I freaked out on Tim. You remember that episode, right?
It was the best episode.
Yeah, what happened to that stream?
I deleted it, which is the worst. It was a bad decision.
It was a horrible decision.
I knew he was going to do it too. I was saying it on the show. He's going to delete it. I hope he doesn't, but he's going to, and he did. but it's fine. But I also knew he would regret it in hindsight. I'm like, once this is all squashed, it's going to be like, man, that was the best thing we did. And everyone that saw it said it was the best thing we ever did. So,
I was embarrassed by it. It's one of the only things I'm embarrassed by in my entire life, really.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say there's like 5 or 6 things in my life I'm embarrassed by. That episode is one of them.
How about the deleting of that episode? That should have been another one.
It's all encompassing, Tim.
Okay.
It's all encompassing.
All right.
This one, Pulse. This one was dope.
The All-Star game start yet?
Not yet. How about what's his face? Pulse left us.
He left.
I don't know
So
what
what the All-Star game's on?
Oh. All right.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Pulse's laptop may have done something.
I don't know.
Hold on. There we are. All right. Apparently when you went off screen, we went off with you.
Oh, okay.
You're good, bro. Let me bring this back here.
Getting very flock of seagulls-y in here.
You're just going to start singing the Bowling for Soup version?
Sure, because someone's singing that a cappella, you'd be able to tell the difference.
I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. I can tell the fucking voice.
It could be anything.
Bowling for Soup guy. I watched Phineas and Ferb growing up, God damn it.
I have, they play that song live now.
Do they?
Every show. And that's like the one, as a hardcore Bowling for Soup fan, that's the one thing I'm just like, did you play a different song? Did you play a deep cut from Drunk Enough to Dance instead?
No, Tim. God damn it. You played There's 104 Days of Summer Vacation. Yes.
Yeah, they do that one. Anyway. I did want to ask Pulse this. Pulse, do you know that goofy ass white boy weatherman in Houston that sneaks rap lyrics into the weather forecast? Are you aware of this guy?
Yeah, I don't know his name. But
wait. We gotta hide
day,
this on
I just
the stream.
became aware of him, and it's like the best thing. I think it's amazing. What is this guy's name? I don't know. He has a TikTok account. It's like number one, he sneaks all kinds of stuff in, but a lot of times it's rap music. When it's rap music, it's the most hilarious because he is like the doofiest white guy ever, and then he's just seamlessly throwing in rap lyrics into the weather forecast. What is his name?
I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure, but
I'm looking. Hold on.
What channel is it on?
I believe Fox 26.
It's 39, I think.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Pulse. I'll do this one just for us because I don't think Tim would know of this guy. But how do you feel? I believe he passed away recently or retired within the last like 5 or 6 years. Think died actually. Marvin Zindler.
Oh yeah.
There's slime in the ice machines.
Yeah, he's a famous guy here. Eyewitness News. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. You want to even my parents who we live up here, but again, we live down in Texas. My dad actually had children before me, and they were both born in Houston.
I sent you something, Ray.
What? Oh God. I'm gonna have to pass this off to Pulse in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass this off to Pulse in the Discord.
Oh, I could have just sent it to him.
Yeah, send it to him in the Discord. You want me to do it?
I'll send it to his Discord because I don't on the Discord you made.
Hold on. Doing it.
I'm doing it.
All right. I'm doing it too.
I was gonna get it from everywhere. All right.
But no, yeah, my parents still my dad went to his grave knowing who Marvin fucking Zindler was. Eyewitness knew like that guy. Did you ever work in a place where Marvin came?
No, but that's surprising because he pretty much shut down a lot of businesses, you know. But I can't really blame him. It's the business's fault for having slime in the ice machine.
Do you remember the one time when he went to like an elementary school? I can't remember which one in Houston, and they had like a chorus of kids just yell, "There's slime in the ice machines."
Hold on, I just saw a quote pop up on Facebook. I'm gonna read it. Styles make matchups. We have two great styles to make electricity. A lot of fireworks. I'm going to come out on top and show a lot of people that I deserve to be the heavyweight champ. Stipe Mios.
Oh, yeah, that's something we need to talk about, by the way, on this show. Why the day after we stream.
So pissed I just can't make that happen. I really wish I could go to that. It's not going to be able to happen, though. Even if I had someone to stay with in New York, I don't think it's going to.
I mean, I have people to stay with in New York, but I don't want to pay New York prices. I feel like I'm going to pay more for a nosebleed than I even did in Vegas. Like, those would be $1,000 seats.
Yeah, that's very possible. I don't know. When they go on sale, I have Fight Club, so I'll look to see how much they are just for S's and G's. But
let me know, because if there's a cheap $200 seat,
it won't be less than what we paid in Vegas.
I don't care if it's fucking standing room only. I'll take a couple days off, go to New York, and fucking go see that fight.
Is it worth it though? Is it because I've heard people say it's actually better to watch a UFC event at your home?
Disagree.
It depends.
I've never felt that with any live event ever. Like it's weird to me that people say that. I don't ever find that to be the case. I think being there is always the best.
Agreed to a point. I mean, there are times where
listen, if you want, you can just watch the fight stream on the Jumbotron.
But that's
but you're still there.
Money for it though, kid. Like you want
I'm just saying.
view.
I don't do it. I tried very hard not to look up at the scoreboard when we were in Vegas. Not very often, at least. As long as I could see what was happening, every once in a while you'd be at a weird angle and you want to look up to see, especially when guys are on the ground because you can't.
That's what I'm wondering. Are there any blind spots where you can't really see when being in the ring?
Depends where you sit.
When we went to fight night last year, there was definitely you could definitely tell. Hold on, I'm going to turn this down a little bit.
Our seats for fight night were great.
There were a few blind spots to it, and I didn't like that. I like what we were at or UFC 203 for me, where you can look over the rim of the cage and in. I think that's the best. Like from the higher you are, as long as it's not like view obstructed or there's not anything really impeding and you're really, really high up, like where me and Tim were for 285, fantastic seats for the price. Fantastic seats because we were able to look into the cage and see a lot more of the action than a lot of people.
Luckily, we were in that first row, the second row of the upper deck. Because if we would have been further back, my eyes would have started going. But
yeah.
I could see from there. Luckily, it's
and we weren't really obstructed by the lighting rig above the cage or anything like that. We had a great angle. Same thing with UFC 203 when I went. I was able. The only thing I missed was the Verdum kick. It's the only thing, but I was looking like around, getting ready for like to see everybody's reaction, and fucking side kicks him jumping in the first 2 seconds. Fuck you, Fabrice.
And how much did those tickets cost?
Which ones?
When y'all went to Vegas?
$400, I think, a piece after fees and stuff. So I think it was just under. It's like $395 or something after fees.
Paul, you should have seen the message he sends me, and he was like, "Promise me you won't be mad." I'm like, "What? It's fucking 3, 4? Like, what is it? If it's 4, I'm fine with it." Because it's UFC, like in
we
Vegas.
didn't have any options really, and plus we already booked everything else. So at most it was like maybe $100 more than we thought we were gonna pay, but I mean it wasn't like stop the whole trip amount, you know.
No, yeah, that was one of those where I felt super comfortable giving Tim the money for those tickets.
Was it just 2 days y'all were in Vegas?
4. We were there 4, yeah.
So you spent more on the hotel than the tickets, right?
Yes. No.
Yeah. No, actually, tickets were the tickets.
No,
were the
tickets
most
were more.
expensive.
Yeah.
Tickets were the most expensive part of the entire trip, Pulse. Like that's the thing. Like you go to an event in Vegas, expect to add on like $20 or $40 more to every like dollar you're spending. Pretty much.
What? The plane tickets are about the same as the flight tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the room was actually the cheapest.
How
the
far
rooms
was
in Vegas are pretty reasonable. So like, yeah.
How
we stayed
far
at a
was
decent hotel?
How far was the hotel from the arena? Could y'all walk there?
We walked back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We took an Uber there, but we did walk back. It was about a little less than a mile. So it was walkable. It was just the way there we could get an Uber easy. Way back, everyone was trying to get Uber, so we just walked.
What kind of food did they serve at a UFC event?
Same stuff that they would sell at the hockey games.
Yeah. I mean, it
Have you
sounds
not
like they're
been to one,
serving
Paul?
fucking lobster tail for fucking $20 or whatever.
I mean, in the boxes they probably were.
Probably.
Tom Brady and Mark Wahlberg probably had something good to eat there.
Jake Gyllenhaal chowing down on a T-bone after his big knee.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he definitely wasn't chowing down on T-bones after the weigh-ins because he looked ripped as fuck. He looked more ripped than anybody.
Yeah. I can't wait for that movie. I can't. Hopefully they use the crowd track from those like shots in the movie because we all lost our shit for no reason. Like we got into so Pulse. Yeah, you heard about that at 285. They shot a lot of the like opening sequences for the movie Roadhouse.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can you set that up? Like, did they announce he was gonna come out, or did they just surprise you? Okay.
Well, we knew they told us like at the beginning of the weigh-ins that they were going to be filming for Roadhouse the weigh-ins, and also when Connor came out to like talk to everybody before they filmed the weigh-ins, he said tomorrow we're gonna do a thing before the prelims start on ESPN, and it was Jake Gyllenhaal in a cage throwing bogus ass knees at a former MMA fighter that he kills in the ring. Like,
but how fake did the fight look? Did it kind of make it look real or what?
You know what? It wasn't bad.
No,
especially from our angle, dude. It looked pretty good.
I mean, they went all 3 rounds for us, which was good. Jake Gyllenhaal, I have
5 times,
dude. Jake Gyllenhaal has one of the sickest spinning back kicks I've ever seen in a UFC cage. Like, holy shit. When he hit it, I was like, God damn, man. They didn't show the fight because I think it was just they realized it was too awesome for the public. I can't.
Did he like have a walkout and everything? Like they played.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me look. I have videos.
Yeah, there was he came out to Enter Sandman and did a full walkout, but his co-star in the scenes only did like what do you call that, the fighter prep square, and then they put him in there. It was I have low expectations for this movie. Muy low expectations for this movie. So,
and you said it was 3 rounds, so it was actually like a fight.
No.
We
were fucking with you.
Okay.
Yeah, what they did was like they would go from like Jake Gyllenhaal up against the cage and him fighting back and all this kind of stuff, and then they would stop for a sec, and Jake would be like, let's get one where I'm inside control, throwing elbows kind of thing. So you were watching a movie being made,
Right.
but at the same time, it was so awkward to watch that you couldn't help but be enthralled by it. Like it was one of those things where you're like, holy shit, I'm witnessing a Hollywood movie being filmed in front of me, and I paid money to be here.
What, like, where was this placed on the card? Was it like in between fights, or was it at the beginning, or?
They what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. What was the question again?
I was saying, like, did they like film this in between fights, like in between the prelim and the main card, or?
Yeah, what happened was they had ended the early prelims on like ESPN Plus. They had like 2 fights on the prelims, and then for like an hour and a half, Tim, would you say it was like an hour, maybe hour and a half? Like 6:30 to like 6:30 to fucking 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is when they did the weigh-in or the stuff for Roadhouse.
I couldn't send the videos in Discord, so send them to you, Ray.
Okay. Ryan Kills, what's up? 2 Joints Body, good to see you, all of y'all. But yeah, it was like basically they cut out an hour for Jake Gyllenhaal, and I forget the name of the fighter.
Yeah, me too.
He that for
he
like
he fought in the UFC at one point.
He did.
I know that.
Yeah. But they basically played around in the octagon for an hour.
Did they tell the fans in the stands not to film?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they none of that was said, luckily, so we have videos of it.
I just sent Ray a video of the fight, of the a little bit of what they shot in the octagon and the walkout. I just sent him that. I also have video of the weigh-ins. Quick question: why is Dricus Du Plessis fighting Izzy again so quickly? He's not.
He's never fought it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, this is, I think, the first time they fought.
If you're seeing something about a fight already being made, it's fake. And I'm sure that those are out there.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Ray sends me those all the time. Every time Ray sends me something, I have to double check, and like more than half the time, it's not official yet. He's just finding them on some Facebook page where people are using their Photoshop to fool people.
Although I did send you the Stipe one when it was.
You're right, and I looked it up right away, and I'm like, oh fuck, he wasn't lying.
Yeah, that one I knew couldn't be a joke because it was during International Fight Week, and it's one of those things where they like to announce the if you want me to, I can pull those up, Pulse, but
it's probably easier if you do it.
Oh no, the videos that I sent you one in Discord. I don't know if you have it on your laptop or not.
Yeah, you know what? This is gonna surprise you, but Chuck's been retired for a minute now.
Oscar De La Hoya put a caught nail in that coffin.
Oof. That was man, that was bad.
One of the saddest nights in MMA.
Everyone knew it was gonna be that bad. Like no one thought, like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's gonna be a good fight. Maybe Chuck will be out. No, when he retired, we knew he needed to be. After he was getting knocked out by Rich Franklin and shit, you're like, okay, yeah, he needs to hang it up. And then like, oh, he's years later, he's doing one more, and you're like, it's not going to be good. And it was even worse than we thought it'd be.
What was I gonna say? Oh, but no, yeah. When I sent you that, how long? We've been around for 3 years now. Okay.
Oh, Lord, you didn't believe that?
I can actually. For some reason, we're just glutton. Like Paul said in the comments earlier, we're gluttons for punishment, homie.
What happened to the guy giving me shit Did he leave? Did he leave when he realized that it didn't bother me? That's usually what happens.
Sometimes, maybe he came back because he realized we're okay kids. But
We're harmless.
how long? For what? How long has Francis been held up the UFC heavyweight division? 2 years. We've wanted Stipe to get back his world title.
Listen. They just didn't want Stipe to fight him. I think they would have. I think those two guys would have ran that fight back right away.
Yeah,
but they just didn't want that to happen. That wasn't. So I'm not blaming Francis for that one. I'm blaming the UFC for that one.
You know what? I'm pulling for Stipe in this one. I don't know how he does, but I hope he does this, because if he's able to do this,
how great!
There's no question he's the greatest MMA fighter of all time, because then he'll have wins over John Jones, Francis, and DC.
Yeah,
you know.
Listen, I just, even if he loses, I mean, if you say anything negative about Stipe, I mean, number one, he's 41, man. This fight should have happened 3 or 4 years ago. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, that's John Jones's fault.
Oh. Also, he's still the most accomplished heavyweight in history. Like, even if he's a Hall of Famer, 100%.
Oh yeah,
100%, and he will be anyway. But like, and we're gonna look back at like the guy he was. They treated him like garbage. They really. I mean, he didn't say he got paid, but I mean, like, just the way they didn't like him, and that showed.
Sad, man.
It's
really
very
sad.
It's very sad because he's like Like blue collar America has to love Stipe. I know I do.
Ryan,
he's a lunch pail guy. He's a
you
Cleveland guy. He's
bastard.
the man.
Ryan Kills put in our Twitch Stipe emoji, and it's trash. How dare you?
That's how you get us going. If you're trying to troll us, you talk shit about Stipe. That's how you. That'd be like talking shit about Derek Lewis to Pulse. Like, you don't fucking do it, okay? We defend our guy. Like, he's one of the only Northeast Ohio guys I get behind and defend more than any human being on the planet because he's from Cleveland. He's a damn good MMA fighter. Cody Garbrandt, bro. Is he fighting? Is he next card? He's fighting soon.
Is he fighting on the pay-per-view?
Yeah, no, he's actually fighting on the prelims,
but he's on 291. Yeah,
I don't know if it's 291 he's on or it's I don't. Let me look. I know it's soon. Might be 292.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, okay.
Hometown hero, bro.
Your hometown hero. He ain't mine.
Whatever, just because you haven't rolled with him, you're jealous. 292. Yeah, the one that's at MSG. So Sterling O'Malley.
Who's he?
Okay.
Mario Batista. He's being used as a stepping stone for sure. So I really hope he beats this guy's ass. To be like, I ain't no stepping stone fam.
I mean, he did great when we were in when we saw him in Cleveland.
I mean, he won. Vegas. He won, but he didn't look very good. And then we found out he had a separated shoulder or some shit. So it makes sense because he didn't really throw a lot. He just wrestled, which he never does. So,
well, I mean, he did it well though. He was able to pull out the victory, which I think that was my first Cody Garbrandt match ever as well.
I saw him fight as an amateur. Someone get knocked out as an amateur.
Ooh.
that was crazy. That was Gray's Armory, and the place was packed. He had so many people there. And then Jarrell Hodge, who's now fighting for Bellator, I think. Knocked him out cold, and like you could hear a pin drop in that place.
Oh, man. That's my favorite part about any like local combat sports show, like that you go to and you see the matches and you see the people that are really behind a certain person, and if they lose, you just hear, oh.
Yeah, that was the worst. The other one was the Bellator card at the IX Center when Brian Rogers was fighting, and Brian Rogers got knocked out. That was like you can hear a pin drop too. Because he was winning. He was winning that fight, and all of a sudden he gets knocked out, and there was just silence.
Once it's just deathly quiet, you know shit's going fucking awry. It's hilarious to me always. Well, I gotta turn this fucking light back on. God damn it. God damn it, Tim.
And yes, Stipe is a real hero. He's a fireman. And I really think that the UFC hates the fact that he kept a day job. Because everyone talks about fighter pay, and like their biggest heavyweight star has a day job. So I honestly think they hate that.
Yeah,
I
well,
won't
I
say
mean,
it out loud because he's a firefighter, but I honestly think it bothered him.
well, here's the thing: if I was a marketing person in the UFC, I would look at Dana and go, "He's a fucking firefighter, bro. You get him in a fucking calendar with his shit on. That's what you do. You do all these things.
You lean into it, and they never did.
Exactly.
They rarely
Fuck the
talk
fighter
about it.
paid bullshit. The man saves children from burning buildings.
Real American
Have him do a comic book.
heroes. Yeah.
Yes, real Stipe heroes. I think that would be a great thing. Fuck.
Although he get a lot of shit from the people he worked with, which I love. I love how like you just treat him like everybody else, like they hate him and shit. I love that.
That's the thing, like that really bugged me about like Dana not liking him and everything like that. Is like the guy's a trained EMT and like EMS worker. He puts fucking fires out in Oakwood Village and a few other fucking municipalities around here. Every man. That's how you get the fucking casuals, bro.
They never, and they also did like him because he's a little mumbly, but I never have a problem hearing what he's saying.
He has personality. Like Stipe legitimately has. He's got, no offense, he's got Northeast Ohio personality, which isn't great.
No,
but it's definitely there.
But those people will love him to death, and we love him for that, right? That's why we love Joe Thomas so much. He's going to the Hall of Fame. We love lunch pail guys, right? And not just us, Middle America in general. So they should have, they should have really leaned on the blue collar thing. They never did.
Yeah, that's the one thing, man. Like he could have gotten his own 12 months firefighter calendar by himself. Like I would have leaned into all that shit for fucking Stipe to be on that and like
What is this, Pulse? What if he died in a few alarm house fire? Come on, man. Number one, you can just say that. You have a microphone, or you can just
you don't have to type shit. You can say stuff on this show.
I still think there's another one of them.
Who speaks more clearly, Stipe or Strickland?
Stipe.
They have a similar kind of speech pattern. Though.
Well, the thing Strickland doesn't make any sense. Like things he's saying is just insane. Stipe at least makes sense.
Strickland's the guy you buy Coke from. Stipe's the guy you do Coke with.
No, Stipe's the guy who helps you shovel your driveway. Like that's and they never play into that, and I think it's weird.
Strickland will take a baseball bat to your fucking back windshield and not even think twice about it. Stipe will be like, I'll cut it and I have to like clean it up afterwards. Like it's not worth it.
Right. Stipe would help you clean the glass out of your back seat after Strickland. Yeah. That's and I don't understand why they never leaned into that. They just kind of hoped he lost. And when he finally lost, they ignored him. So a
lot of Midwest guys just get like overlooked. Even like Bilal, like he's from Chicago. I know that's the Midwest and the biggest city in our area, but like
it's not Cincinnati.
No, God, no. Chicago.
I want to go. I'm gonna get a hold of Dan Brady. I want to go to Cincinnati when the Guardians play the Reds, and I'm gonna stay with Dan. Dan doesn't know this yet. I want to go to those games with Dan. I want to boo Ellie Deli Cruz.
We're 8.5 games back of them right now.
8.5? Wow.
Yeah.
The Guardians are 500 and half a game lead.
How? Yeah. Can you explain the fucking math for me on that? Like, Pulse, does this make sense to you? What's the Guardians record right now?
45-45.
And they're number one in the AL Central right now.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it, and it makes me mad as a Pirates fan. How does that make you feel as an Astro? Well, you guys are fucking always good, so shut up. But
listen, they may not make the playoffs this year. I mean, like the way the Angels and the way Texas and the Angels are playing, and the way the East is playing, they're shooting for a wild card, and they have to beat out some teams to get the wild card. So I mean, they're It's not a guarantee.
Guerrero smoked everyone in the home run derby. Yeah, how about that, by the way? Father,
Well,
son.
What? I put it on for a second. And I saw Julio Rodriguez had like 41 home runs. When I bat him, how is that even possible? 41.
Jesus Christ. That's some pacing right there. Like that's a guy who like
I don't
really
like the
took
home
his
run
time.
derby, man. It's boring to me. And I'm not watching the All-Star game right now. Because we only I'm pissed Josh Naylor didn't make it. Josh Naylor batting over 300, 70 RBIs, didn't make the All-Star team. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's live right now.
Yeah, what's the score? Hey, we can get on this train together. At least me and Pulse. AAL.
Boo. Well, I used to be an AL fan until 2019. Pulse, I'm looking at you. I'm more mad that they got caught, by the way. Like, if they would have cheated and nobody would have known, I wouldn't have batted an eye.
What was an Altuve shirt?
It was
Like,
some kind of
that's like the
vibrating
biggest mystery in
doohickey.
baseball. Yeah, like
that was. I think that was debunked a while ago.
I don't believe it.
Well, okay. Even if that was what they were doing was never debunked. That was what, right? You do know that, right? You will admit that they were cheating. You do know that, right?
I mean,
what? No.
Everybody who was affiliated with that has been punished. Jim Crane is gone. So,
really, Altuve wasn't. Correa wasn't.
What did they do? What did they just listen?
What did they do? They cheated. What do you mean?
They heard sounds. That's like this. That's like I don't understand. What's the?
At least Evan Gaddis will talk about it.
It's not like they're Pete Rose where they bet on games that they were playing in. You know.
I just saw today they just came out and said that they're not going to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. They said it again.
That's a shame, man.
Before I came on, I saw that article popped up. I had to read it before I came on. Yeah, they said that this gambling being legal has nothing to do with the status of Pete Rose.
Well, obviously they're gonna say that, but it's still bullshit, dude. Like, why? What? Because he bet on some...
why does MLB hate him so much? Like, this was back in the 70s,
dude. 80s.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for what he did as a player, not as a manager. Look that up. Anyway,
agreed.
He has more hits than anyone.
He has 1,000 more hits than the number 2 guy in the Hall of Fame.
Just let him in already. It's so silly. And
I think they want him to die.
I think they do too. And that's so. To me, it seems evil. It really does. Like, the man's been punished long enough.
And for gambling when he knew, like, and I would think he'd be smart enough to not to keep it on the level when he's fucking thing to make sure he doesn't get caught. But apparently he just got caught.
What is Sadiq Yusuf? What did he do? He brought up crazy black history and nothing to do with UFC fights. Well, that's kind of right down our alley, honestly.
Yeah, he would have kind of went on a tangent, and I don't think people in the chat were feeling him. You know,
I love to have fighters on to talk about non-fighting. Can we just be that show? We don't ask them the normal fight questions. We just ask them about anything else.
That's what I want to do. I wish I could have gotten a hold of Tom Lawler. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I want him on. And I tell you what he said when I asked him to come on the show, Tim.
You may have. What did he say?
He was like, when I look at him, I'm like, hey, man, what's your schedule like? And he was like, why? And I'm like, you want to come on my podcast? And you could just see him being like, this motherfucker's going to ask me to be on a goddamn wrestling podcast. And when I said, we're an MMA podcast, he was like, I will absolutely do that. Like, I'm tired of talking professional wrestling.
That's funny.
I love the filthy one is the shit, man. Like, he got fucked over on a wrestling match in Toronto on pay-per-view. I'm sad for him on that, but like, I love Tom Lawler because he's just with fans. He's honest and doesn't really give a shit.
Paul, so have you been asking people for interviews yet?
No, but you know what?
Part of your job.
I really want to try to get
Ask anyone you want.
I want to get Jason Mayhem Miller on here if he's not in jail.
I think he's in jail.
Oh, okay.
I believe he's in jail. But you know what? No, he would be great. He'd be awesome. But from what I heard, the old school guys would probably come and do our show. Like guys who are retired, like go off the UFC Hall of Fame list. We had Pat Miletich on. You know,
I gotta text him.
Jens Pulver, maybe. I love to have Jens on.
I bet Charles Bennett would do it.
Who?
Crazy Horse.
Send him a message.
Oh, Crazy Horse, yeah.
Oh, dude, to have
Yeah.
Felony on?
Yeah.
No, it's not Crazy Horse anymore.
My bad.
It's Felony.
Felony, yeah. Yeah. Go
Dude, that was one of my favorite King of the Cage guys back in the day. Like, I'd buy the King of the Cage DVDs just to watch a Charles Bennett match. And that dude was wild. I love Felony. Oh, to have him on here would be a dream come true.
Felony's in jail, is he? Or is he just not a joke?
No, well, no, he was in jail at one point. Yeah, I think he was in jail at one point. And then he came back and
incarcerated guys on the show. Let's get War Machine on too. Why not?
No, I will not have him on.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Tim, I have many lines.
No, listen,
I don't have many.
I was definitely joking.
I know, but I don't have many lines on this show. That's one of them, sir. Oh man.
Have y'all seen that? What Ryan Kills is talking about?
Have you guys talked about Ian Gary wearing a picture of Jeff Neal's DUI mugshot? No, I have not. But Pulse, use that open window you have.
Okay.
You can just search for it real quick. You don't even have to close the window. Search for that and bring that up. I want to see a picture of Ian Gary wearing a DUI picture.
Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't know too much about this Ian Gary guy, but he's really turning out to be a piece of shit lately, man.
He's a hell of a fighter, though. I'm really excited to see him fight Jeff Neal. That's going to be a good fight.
Oh yeah,
Jeff
dude.
Neal beats his ass, though. I really do.
We got lucky to see him.
He gets his ass kicked, and I really hope it's Jeff Neal because I like Jeff Neal a lot. Yeah, we saw Jeff Neal fought. What's his name? Rakhmonov. No, yeah,
no, that was Jeff Neal who UFC.
Right. No, they both fought on 285.
Yeah,
but no. Jeff Neal fought Rakhmonov, right? And then Gary beat somebody.
No, he did not. Oh, I didn't realize we saw Dricus at UFC 285 either. But apparently,
do you not remember?
I mean, it's been so long, Tim.
Has it?
So much has happened.
It's been 4 months.
Who to do? Ian Gary.
I want to go back. I want to go back to Vegas tomorrow.
I second that emotion. You want to go in April?
I won't have any money.
I'll try and save money.
Well, I don't gamble, but I will, though. That's the thing. It's hard not to.
Ian Gary.
Oh, this is the story. I thought they had a picture of the shirt he wore.
God damn it, Pulse.
My bad.
You're fucking up everything. How? I brought you on, okay? It's supposed to be a representation of me, sir. Although that's not that good of a representation. Hold on. Why can't I see who he beat?
Is Jeff Neal still waiting tables?
Don't know.
There it is. There it is.
That's okay. I'd buy that. Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah. Well,
although I'd wear a shirt with my DUI photo.
Anyway, can I get one of those too? Can we? Actually, we're gonna sell those.
Yes. bro, and have on like have like a thing that says bro plata.
Yeah, Bro Plot is just Ray's mugshot.
I'm
We
down.
can't find it though. We've been looking for it.
I think it's some kind of law where if it's not a violent crime, you don't like your mugshot doesn't like.
I don't think that's true because Chad
get
Zumux was
posted.
Chad Zumux was up right away.
That was 12? It was 11 years ago, kid.
13 or 14.
Shit's changed. We have more sympathy for fucking criminals in this country now than we actually do anybody else.
I don't know.
You guys need a sponsor, morning after pill company, UNICEF, anything. I agree. Blue Chew sponsored 2 joints. If you guys can get us Blue Chew, you get like 10% of the cut. Rest goes to Pulse.
Don't you be saying that. You say that now, then we're like, oh, we have to give it all. No, come on. I mean, probably, but we have to see what the numbers look like first.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, those numbers. You always got to crunch them. Always.
Right. I don't know, man. We're supposed to be working with the hot sauce guy. I already emailed him once. I got to email him again.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody you wouldn't be sponsored by?
Yeah, probably.
Gambler.
Criminals.
But for the right price, you don't really care.
I mean, I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, if ISIS wants to run like a minute commercial on our thing, I wouldn't
That's
say
true.
no.
We won't do a read for them, but we'll play their video.
Yeah, if they want like a 2-minute spot on our show, it's like $5,000.
Man, that's like one of those, honestly, that I feel like we have to say we're joking. We're joking.
I would hope
say that. Yeah, I would hope too, but you never know nowadays, man.
It's true.
You never know.
It's very fucking.
They just
true,
pulled Theo Vaughn's episode down with Roseanne Barr because she was like sarcastically saying that the Holocaust didn't happen.
And she's obviously a Jew. That's what bothers me. Like she's a fucking Jew, has roots going back to the original Israel when it existed in Bible days and Jerusalem and all that shit, but she can't joke about the Holocaust? Fuck. She probably had relatives with numbers on them anyway to begin with. Like, dude, come on, man. It pisses me off that you can't joke about, like, especially a Jewish woman. Like, that's what really bugs me about this one. Is it took a Jewish woman's joke and used it against her. And I don't like it. She's a Jew. What?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you because I don't know if you know this, but I brought it up.
I know. But it's just, well, the way you were just like, I'm like, he's probably thinking
with
it's
you.
me.
Also, I have a headache, so that's why.
Sorry. I get worked up when it comes to shit like this because just the blind shit on Facebook.
No, what I was gonna say is that it's probably, like the shit that happened to us. It's all automated, so it's not like actually someone looking at it objectively. It's just an algorithm.
Yeah, or somebody saw it and reported it or something like that, and it oh boy, double shot, not good. Totally forgot.
She hasn't had her period in a couple decades at least. But Junk is fucking on Ambien? Yeah, sure. Oh my god, did you watch that stream? I would. Roseanne Barr watching Schindler's List on Ambien. Please. Put them behind a paywall though. You gotta protect her a little bit.
Here's the thing though, Tim, you have to know about me and Schindler's List. Pulse, cover your ears.
Do I really? Do I really?
Was that?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, was that her who took the Ambien and was on that flight and apparently she said something to a stewardess?
No, she
tweeted a lot.
She tweeted about some senator or some person who looked like Sierra from Planet of the Apes. And she thought, and Roseanne's words were, "I thought the bitch was white."
And they canceled her for that?
Oh yeah, she lost she lost Roseanne, the reboot, all that shit, dude. Yeah, she lost everything for no reason, really, in my opinion. Like no real reason. They just canceled her ass like that. Like nah.
But she blamed it from taking that pill. That's what she said, right?
Well, I mean, Ambien is a hell of a drug. Like Kevin James once cooked an entire like meal for himself and called the cops because he thought somebody came into his house. It's a legendary Joe Rogan story about Kevin James with Ambien. I mean, shit does it has side effects. Sleepwalking is one of them. So, never been on Ambien either.
Nah. Melatonin maybe, but that won't make you go insane.
No, melatonin's great, man. But yeah, it frustrates me, especially as a comedian. Like you can obviously tell she's being sarcastic in that video with Theo.
Yeah,
100%. And they got the fucking video taken down. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, really? You're gonna be that butthurt over like a woman being?
Honestly, they're probably. They say it was because of that, but honestly, it's probably because of her election shit. She was saying.
Who gives a shit, bruh? Like, it's one of those things where, you know, you just look at it like, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going on with your fucking thought process? And why is this happening? Makes no sense to me.
Did we lose Charlie? Where'd he go?
He got a phone call of some descriptor with a T-Mobile ringtone. We need to also. I was waiting for you
I need to get a
on
drink.
this. That's fine. Well, when we come back,
but I was waiting for.
We'll talk about Volkanovski versus Rodriguez too, as well, because I want to talk about that because his Volk looked like Volk.
Yeah, not real surprised at all.
Not at all. But we're gonna get to the. Maz gave me a great idea on Saturday. I was at my friend's house. I had an earbud in, listening to the MMA holes while I was watching the pay-per-view, and Maz said something that fully agree. And I'm going to ask all the OGs who know Pulse and have gotten to know Pulse. We're going to ask Pulse. Apparently, his name has a backstory to it, and I want to get to the bottom of this backstory. Maz told me to ask tonight, and I'm going to do that while people are in here watching the stream. But when Pulse gets back, we'll ask him. But go get your drink. I'll do a call to action and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll talk to Pulse because I want to get to know why he's known as Pulse.
Well, he didn't want to use his legal name. I mean, look, it was Charlie Hito. So I mean, I understand. I understand why you wouldn't want to use that. But
give his social security number out. I think we found that last week. All right, Tim will be right back. And I'm gonna real quick bring Pulse. Bring yourself back on. I know you can. Pulse. There we are. I did that. That was me. Hold on. Oh, boy. There we are. Hold on. Gotta put Tim in the queue because he's going to get a drink. But, yeah, I just told Tim we're going to get to the bottom of the Pulse Reloaded story. We want to know because I think you were in the chat, too, on Saturday. Weren't you, Pulse?
Yeah, during the fights, yeah.
Yeah, because I stopped in for a hot minute because I was baked out of my head and I had smoked some medical shit from Michigan. And once that happened, it became, oh boy. And yeah, so Maz asked me to ask you about your story because we don't know how Pulse got the name Pulse, and I want to we'll ask questions, we'll get the backstory, and commit this to celluloid as it should be, and then we'll talk Volkanovski and actually, since you're right here, why not? Let's just, since Tim didn't watch the. Hold on, I'm trying to go down here. God damn it. Why? Pulse, things are being mean. Let's talk Volkanovski versus Rodriguez. And I'm going to open it up by saying Alexander Volkanovski is not human. He's not a human man at all. Like, he was bred in some New Zealand fucking gym in a test tube. I'm guaranteeing it. There's no way a man can be this fucking good and be so small. Like, it's insane, dude.
Yeah, no, you said it. There's nobody that can hang with him at featherweight.
And I mean, the way he dispatched Yair Rodriguez, those elbows when he was on top were lethal.
Yeah.
And for Volkanovski just to outright say, fuck this shit, I'm gonna prove that I'm the goddamn best. And to me, I think also that custom belt that Rodriguez got was a little bit of a motivation. I think Dana fucked up. I really do. I really think Dana fucked up by giving Yair that belt because it lit a fire. And you could tell in Volkanovski to beat the shit out of Yair Rodriguez.
Well, you know what's crazy is, like, he just sort of came out of nowhere because I don't remember him being like a top prospect that people were talking about for a while, and he just came out of nowhere, and he's just been winning ever since. And it's like Max is the only guy that can say he can't get finished by him, you know. And it's yeah, I mean.
Well, didn't he go 5 rounds with? I thought he went 5 rounds with Ortega. Yeah, or did he finish Ortega?
Did he?
Let me look up. Hold on. 2021. No, yeah, went to 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds with Ortega. But even then, like, he didn't give in to the submission attempts of Brian Ortega in that fight. And for him to just dominate the way he did this past weekend is wild to me. As you said, he for some reason, he came out of nowhere and became this undeniable fighter at 145 pounds. And he's shorter than most 145ers, but he beats the piss out of everybody.
Yeah. I actually thought he beat Islam in that fight. So, you know.
I did too. I didn't think he was in any kind of danger, and Tim's coming back with pizza, it looks like. Or no, just get pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, that Volkanovski, like Alexander Volkanovski, man. If he's not pound for pound 1 right now, and it's John Jones, okay. But, like, overall, that motherfucker is 1B to John Jones in pound for pound, in my opinion, after Saturday at least.
Man, he did lose.
To who?
Makachev.
See, me and Pulse think he won, bro.
Watch it again. Tell me you won.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I had a 3-2 vote, me personally.
I'm not saying it was unanimous. I'm saying it was at least a split. I would have given it a split decision to Volkanovski.
What does that mean?
That at least one of the judges would have seen it for Makachev. but I did not. I thought two of the judges were going to go.
You can't say. I personally had it as a split decision. That makes no sense.
I guessed.
Fix the screen.
No, this is how we're going to go from now on. So
Both
we
of them
can
in the
all
middle.
be sexy together, okay?
I look a lot better than both of you.
I don't know. Pulse looks pretty cool. Pulse does look like AI right now. Like the way the lighting hits him, it looks like we just made him on like one of those fucking things. So you happy now?
Yes. No, I'll never be happy.
Nah, I know that. 2 joints. Thank you. I know. Volkanovski.
All right, so are we going to talk about Pulse's heart condition or whatever it is?
Heart condition. You diagnosing him from the future? Fuck.
No, I was guessing. I'm just guessing that's where the name came from.
So, and anybody in the chat that's watching, if Pulse is lying to us, I want F's for false in the chat. If Pulse changes anything from what he is told the MMA holes originally to us, I don't want changes. It's honesty on this show constantly. Fuck, everybody knows I have an OVI, so it's okay. I don't be honest with us, but please, I want to know now that Maz put that little fucking curiosity worm in my head. Why do they call you Pulse? Pulse Reloaded, even. I want to know these things.
Should I just start from the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the day of your birth.
Well, so a while ago, like when they probably had about 5,000 subscribers at this point. I was looking for they were at this time they were showing free fights on YouTube, like pay-per-views. Various posters would post the fights on YouTube.
I remember those days.
And I was looking for a stream, and for whatever reason, I couldn't find one this day. I want to say I think it was Max Holloway versus Anthony Pettis. They headlined a pay-per-view one time. In any event, I couldn't find one. So I started watching this guy called Kobe's Corner. And Izzy Holes either preceded or succeeded that show. I can't remember if it was before or after. So I just joined the community, and I was in there under a different account name.
Okay.
By the name of Pulse Nightclub Shooter.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah.
I like his humor already. If you're willing
I
to
think
make
we
that...
should fire him, be honest with you. I think we're down with him. That's enough. You know what? I apologize for Ray asking you this, because now I have a complete... Really?
I didn't say I was the Pulse Nightclub Shooter. That was just it was a headline. It was a headline. So, but to be fair, there was also a guy in the chat at that time by the name of Lee Harvey Oswald. So,
yeah, we tried to get him, but he didn't want to do it.
And so so after
Jack Ruby got in the way. That was his agent.
It was I was either gonna go with that or Ray Caruth. So I started.
You should have went with Ray Caruth, man.
Ooh, I think Ray Caruth.
You should have went with, or John Rocker. I would.
Ray Caruth didn't do the shooting. He hired someone to do it.
That's true.
But still, I love the.
No, actually, Ray Caruth's the worst, man. When you see his son today and what he did to his son, that's what's the worst. That's rough.
What about what he did to his? What about what happened to the son's mother? Did she?
Right, she died, but yeah, she died. But he has been special needs his whole life because of this.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah,
it's very messed up. Okay, keep going.
The story's not that deep. It's it. And so after some time, I went away and came back as Pulse Reloaded. That has been my handle ever since.
Man, I used to think it was cool. Now it's weird.
I give you, as an Opie and Anthony fan, a 10 out of 10 for that, because I grew up on the boards of Opie and Anthony, and you would see like what was one of them? A regular poster was little Connor Peterson. I think his mom Lacey would make an appearance in the comments every once in a while.
Did you ever see that movie about him with starring Dean Cain?
The Scott Peterson story?
Yes.
No, I wish I would love to, but Pulse, take the open thing you have, the where the UFC card is, and search out Remembering Lacey.
Okay, 1 second.
But no, yeah, dude, like that to me, like Tim's now uncomfortable. he's like, I don't know how to feel.
Every decision I've ever made, honestly.
I love it. I'm gonna do this just for the name. He deserves it. Top billing. He deserves top billing, Tim. For
have him take your spot, not mine.
Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
What am I searching again?
Oh no, yeah, in the you know the tab you have open for screen sharing?
Yes.
Open that up and look up the song Remembering Lacey. Opie and Anthony made fun of it years ago, and it's so fucking cringeworthy. Yeah, just go over to the tab that you have open where that is, and then search out. Yep, I see you. But no, yeah, man, that's funny. That's fun. That's actually pretty fucking fun. Maz said it would be funny, and it absolutely was.
That's actually the worst possible explanation. Like the last thing I was hoping to hear. Oh shit! Here's a good comment from Eric Danko. You might get more viewers if you bring back the star of the show, Who Dat. That's true. We haven't done Who Dat.
Our smile would make you smile.
Yeah, go all the way back. Go all the way back.
Remembering Lacey.
Yeah, go all the way back and full screen this. Yep, yep, full screen it and play it.
We have to listen to this.
Yes, dude, it's so bad. Like as a singer yourself, you're gonna love how bad this is.
Remembering Lacey, how her smile would make you smile. Remembering Lacey, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Connor's with her too.
This obviously was made on Garage.
She smiles and says, we're all right, and we send our love.
Paul, yep, there you are. What'd you say?
This is obviously made on GarageBand or whatever, or something. But like, it was definitely made through that that skinny mic you get with your computer. He definitely sang through that.
Oh hell yeah, he did. He's just getting really close. Remembering Lacey.
Yeah, it's mixed terribly. Yeah.
Yes. Press the space bar again. That's actually, by the way, an easy way to get. Yep, there we go. Oh.
So full of life and happiness was pretty Lacey's life. With little Connor on the way, just made things seem so right. Still the two of them together, from the start to heaven's door. And she smiles and says, we love you, to the one she's loved before.
All right, pause it real quick.
The tears that fell.
You fucking ass. I love you. But like that you could obviously tell he put in like a second track on like Audacity Like, there's no way. This is like Audacity level shit. But
Audacity's better than this.
True. Keep going.
This is
They'll
what
make
made with
flowers
movie
bloom
makers.
on earth in heaven too. And little Connor runs and picks them. Mama, these for you. Now the angels are
Heading MySpace
preparing special tributes from afar. As you gaze into the heavens, look, the Lacey Connor star.
Look, it's crashing into the Rockies. It's actually a meteor.
Remembering Lacey, how her smile would make you smile.
All right, please cut it off. Just end the share. Thank you. Holy shit. Yeah, just end the. You can just close
I got a text from my brother.
or
that
go to
said,
UFC.
You could have a 10,000 viewers and you play this shit and they're gone. Like, you're probably right. We probably ran off anyone there was.
Oh no, we got plenty of people.
We do need to play Who Dat again. I was thinking about it the other day. We haven't played in a while, so we have to get that going.
And Pulse, I'm gonna.
I think I already have a list. I think I've had a list for months.
I'll teach you how to run that as well.
Okay.
It's easy, but
I do have a whole list for him.
But yeah, man, Volk fucking rules, and I'm happy at the fact that he won.
We're back
to MMA.
What did y'all?
Yeah,
I was going to ask. What did y'all really think about the Lawler? Like the whole thing, like, because
too perfect. It was like when Cal Ripken Jr. hit that home run in the All-Star game off that absolute garbage pitch that was thrown to him. You're like, nah, we knew what was going on here. We know what's going on here.
I thought it was great, man. That was
overall, it was great, but it was too great. Okay,
I'll be
it was
right
too
back.
perfect.
I mean, it's just I was hoping before the fight, like I just didn't want him to go out like Frankie Edgar, getting knocked out in front of his kids the way he did. I was saying if he's gonna lose, let him lose by decision. But no, first round knockout for him, that was.
I think that's the way you want a guy to go in there. I mean, because you don't want him to think maybe I still got it, maybe I should still fight. You want him, and I don't think Lawler's gonna do that. But I think you want him to lose like a tough 3-round decision. That was a hell of. What's happening? We're still on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still on. Yep.
Why are you a tiny blue face with no mouth?
There's a reason, Tim.
Remembering Lacey. Ah, damn it.
How her smile would make you smile. Hey, Tim, guess who it is?
It's a blue face with no mouth.
Look at the nameplate. Look at the nameplate. Hey.
R.I.P. Pete.
No.
Damn it, it's Alex. He's here again. Fuck.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Pulse. I don't think we've ever met. You seem like a nice guy on the stream. I want you to know you're one of my favorite people on here. I am not racist in the slightest. I'm just conspiratorial.
Yeah, like I'm wondering who's worse, you or Eddie Bravo?
I would say Bravo, to be honest with you. If I'm really gonna like split hairs on conspiracy theories, he believes some weird things. I mean, we all know that flat Earth isn't a thing. I don't believe in flat Earth.
I want to get a flat Earth around here.
You guys should absolutely do a flat earther on the show. Maybe
a real
David
one.
Weiss.
I want an actual, legitimate one.
David Weiss.
Thinks he's a scientist. I want one of those.
David Weiss is the premier flat earther. I see him at conventions a lot, and I don't like the guy. A little bit of a skeeves. I believe in science, Tim.
Do you? Are you sure?
I do.
The science that's turning the frogs gay?
They have for decades, and nobody wants to talk about it. Fluoride is one of those things. You heard swastika or what was the shark's name?
What? I don't know.
Alt-right shark. He was
Mark
speaking
Cuban?
truth, goddammit.
Mm.
He was speaking truth. But anyway, Tim, I have to tell you, and you need to do me a favor. I know I get into some conspiracies. I know I may be paying a bunch of parents for something that happened that I said didn't. I understand. But you need to drop the Robbie Lawler thing. You need to. Robbie Lawler beat Nico Price fair and square in the middle of the ring with a short hook. Okay, you need to stop.
Nope.
Once it starts,
You know what?
I
wasn't
going
gonna
to mention it again. 9/11 was an inside job. I'm dissuading you from any kind of conspiracy, Tim.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams like that. Anyway, what?
It absolutely can. You don't know that.
Now, I got a question for Mr. Jones. Is it you or is it Eddie Bravo that believes dinosaurs never existed?
That's Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just watched 65. You see
I believe
that
the
movie
world was 6,000 years old. The one with the guy from Star Wars.
Adam Driver. Yeah. Yeah, that was the movie they were.
What's that on?
Netflix. They were pushing it when Ray and I went to 285 in Vegas. They were pushing 65 million years ago. A visitor crash landed on Earth. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, pull fool. You're right. Fully, completely, no plane hit the Pentagon. Okay. Right now, Biden is talking about bringing in Ukraine into the New World Order, and that's going to cause a lot of problems.
Dude, whose blow do you think that was? I think it was just some staffers, honestly. No comment, no opinions.
Well, apparently the government has acknowledged the existence of UFOs.
That they have, Paul.
They're not saying that aliens are real, but they're saying that there are spacecrafts that they can't identify.
Yes. I've had the papers for a while now, and we're releasing them slowly to make people buy my filtration systems. I have the documents. Buy my filtration systems.
Does your filtration system get the UFOs out? Filters those out?
It gets the UFOs, the UFAs, the UFCs out of your water.
It's good.
It's got all the glyphosates in it. We all know Dana White is the king of glyphosates. That's why the UFC is there. Chlorine. Why do you think the UFC doesn't stand for championship at the end? It stands for Ultimate Fighting Chlorine.
Sorry, I have a headache. Not because of you.
I know. And my yelling's probably not helping. I'm going to make it. I got red blood. I'm going to leave now.
Thank goodness. Bye, Alex. Is that your first Alex bomb, Pulse?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, tell you what, man, it's not my favorite part of the show, but surprised they didn't call in sooner, man, knowing there was new blood on here you could fuck with.
Now all I have to do is meet Jesse the Body Ventura. Not tonight.
No, definitely not tonight. Oh, man. Man, I feel like I have a headache majority of the time. I'm falling apart, man. Silver Carl. Woo. When Ray comes back, there he is. Ray, there's something really important we need to talk about that happened this weekend. Danks Tanks got their first 2 wins. We look good, boy. We look good. First game, we won 22-2 in 4 innings. Beat the fuck out of them. Second game, we won 26-20. We were down 7 at one point. We came back and won by 6. Proud of my boys.
I have a question. If somebody, there's no such thing as a mercy rule in this league. If somebody's beating the shit out of somebody,
there is. Yeah. Yeah, that we play 7 innings, but we ended the first game in 4 because we beat them by 20.
And were all of these were the majority of these runs home runs or runs batted in?
There's no fence. We just changed fields, and now there's no fence, so you have to like run everything out.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, we were running all over the place.
Because I was going to say after a
whoa. We were running all over the place?
Yes, we. Yes, we.
Are we
I am the head honcho. I am the head honcho. I am the boss. They are my team. We. I am the coach. We. What? In that first game, we were up so much, I pitch hit myself for my brother.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I only asked because I would think after 5 home runs, wouldn't the pitcher get yanked? Like, you don't have it tonight.
Well, it's slow pitch, so it's not, you want them to hit it, but it's just, you hope you hit it to someone. Like that second game, 26-20, that's a real softball score right there. Like, everyone's going to score runs, but if a team only score, well, the thing is we played the same team both times, and the first time they weren't warmed up yet. I figured the second game would be closer, and they were ahead for most of it.
Now, when you say slow pitch, you mean like underhand, like in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the world I grew up in, Pulse. Like my dad used to play an A-leaf all the fucking time at like near Papa Blakely's. I don't know if you ever knew that place.
I've heard of that. What?
It's like it's right next to like the baseball fields in A-leaf, Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I spent every night almost with my dad while he was playing softball. My dad. What's that?
I was going to ask, did you ever go to a Memorial City Mall?
No, I don't remember that. I remember one time going to the Galleria when I was like, fuck, I had to have been like 6.
Which is the one with the ice rink in it?
That's it.
It's the one with the ice rink in it.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Well, then I've been to the one with the ice rink in it.
In Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I went to a Hot Topic to see a band play.
Oh Jesus! What band?
Parabellum.
Oh, okay.
Actually, there's videos from that show on YouTube still, and I think in one of them you can kind of see me. There wasn't that many people there, but they were playing acoustic at the Hot Topic, and I drove to that mall. Yeah, it was fun.
John 209 is asking, that's Pulse? I thought Thomas just got better looking.
Oh, come on. That's impossible.
All right.
That's impossible to get better looking than Thomas. Thomas is a stud. Who I miss. I hope we can get him on the show one day just to hang out because I miss Paul. I miss Thomas. Thomas is the man. Can we just do the Thomas and Paul show? That'd be fun. And just have those two do the show.
Yes.
Ray and I would just be in the comments talking shit.
Thomas and Pulse, Black Fridays. It's all culture questions. No, it's all culture questions. It's like they would Thomas. Here's the thing, like what I loved about Thomas on the show is he taught the White Devil Tim about how it is in the city compared to the country where he lives, out in the boons. And
I feel like I've never been into the city before.
Not for an extended. You never lived, kid.
I live in downtown Canton.
That's still kind of a white ghetto, kid.
No, plenty of non-whites there.
Yeah.
A lot of gunshots.
Okay.
Took some getting used to.
Meth labs happen.
That too.
But no, his lily white ass needed to learn, and Thomas learned him well.
Learned him. Mm-hmm. What's the score of the All-Star game?
Pulse, you need to teach this boy Houston street shit. His life will be better because of it. I guarantee you.
1-1. What happened? Tell me what happened.
What inning is it?
About to start the top of the 5th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yandy Diaz hit a home run. Dude, we had Yandy Diaz for a while. I liked him. You know, I think he was out of options, so we didn't want to get rid of him, but he kind of had to. What else happened? Luis Ariz, RBI single, of course, because Luis Ariz is a monster. That dude's bet like 400. You see, his average is insane.
Yeah, I don't follow. I'm not a stat monkey, so
that's not. I mean, that's like you pay attention. You know he's batting 400, dude. That's like
Well, yeah, if I was watching on TV all the time, but I'm not.
Why don't you watch more baseball? The more sad I get, the more I just want to watch baseball. I realize that. That's my thing.
I wish this game still determined home field advantage for the World
Series. Me too. I'd be watching it. I'd be watching it. That was. It's definitely too much to put on it, but it was really fun to watch.
Hell yeah, dude! Like I always tune into the All-Star game.
The 5th of Jim too much. You know what, buddy? I don't know. I'm by the time I finish this cup here, again, there's my man Dr. Webster. Dr. Webster made an appearance on a different podcast last night.
I know. Shout out. Did you mention us on that show?
I did not. I didn't find it appropriate.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I didn't find it
Sean
appropriate.
ask for plugs?
Yeah. Well, he asked for social media, but he didn't. I said at Dig Danko, but I didn't. If he would have said I could, I would have. But I actually probably would have been fine. But no, I didn't. But that was a lot of fun. I was on with a bunch of comics. Ben Palmer I haven't seen forever, and it was honestly the hardest I laughed in a long time because all those guys are funny and we were all ripping on each other and it was pretty fun.
Yeah. I didn't realize when I got in the chat that I was going to be put on, honestly. And that was a very true story. I was hosting the weekend of this, and I wish I could have gotten on the show to tell this story because it's the quintessential Pete thing of telling people to bring more people where like there's nobody.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I also set it up quick for you. We're talking about the comedy club owner in Akron that we both love to death, and he just passed away. And we're telling stories about him.
Pete. I feel terrible for missing the wake.
Man. I was bummed when you said you wouldn't come. You couldn't come. I'd already gone through the line at that point, but like
I was there was a couple of things that happened where I kind of got in a mood.
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
It was a sad reunion, but like everyone, like I couldn't find a place to park. It was definitely the right place to be. I'm happy I went and went through the line, and a lot of his family from Lebanon was there, and apparently they're taking him back with them, or they already did.
Well, that's good.
But I was shaking everyone's hand, and someone in front of me stopped to talk to someone, and I couldn't remember if I shook this one guy's hand or not, but I thought I did. So then I shook someone else's hand, and then I get back, I'm like, shit, I think I may have not shook that guy's hand. It's been bothering me ever since. I skipped somebody in the line who I didn't know, and I feel like an asshole because he was like, why didn't this guy shake my hand? He knows it. Hopefully he figured out that I probably just forgot, but it's been bothering me ever since. So someone in his family, I skipped by accident. They had a lot of people up there. There was like 15, 20 people in that line, probably 20 altogether. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, of his family. Because a lot of them came in from Lebanon. Met his sister. Yeah. And Adele said, Dick Danko. He always called you Dick Danko. I'm like, oh, no. And she's telling people, like, he's always called him Dick Danko. This Dick Danko. I'm like, yeah, it was rough. But
I can imagine, man. I probably wouldn't have been able to stand in the room for a couple minutes, like being around him and everything, the way he was. Just because
it was open casket, too, so that's always, hard open casket.
So I'm glad my dad was cremated. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm like, I didn't get to see the end result. You know what I mean? It saved me a lot of pain. Pete, if I would have saw him, I probably would have just started crying, like uncontrollably.
It was rough, but everyone was there, and that was nice to see everybody. And
what happened to the club?
It's still going.
Yeah, they're still rocking and rolling.
I don't think they haven't had any of those real deep conversations yet because they've been worried about the pizza arrangements.
They still have. Well, I mean, they still have.
They plan on doing everything that's been booked. So Tammy Pescatelli's there this weekend. So I went after the wake. I went over there and spent a bunch of money, bunch of booze, bought some food. I felt like that was the best thing I could do is spend money there.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go down there soon just to spend some money and help out as I can and hug Nadal if I see her. I don't know if she's
I don't know if they'll be back. I mean, it was Leanne, the office manager, and then Cameron, what's his last name?
Vanderhorst,
yeah, was there.
Who I want on the show.
Doing shit.
He's a fun shit. I want him on the show.
He has a lot of good stories.
Yeah. I mean, and also his like obsession with cars is.
Yeah.
So I respect a guy like Cameron who makes cars his life. Like comedy is something he loved doing because I know he was an O&A fan. So like comedy right there is already, it means so much to you that you're like, I can't not try it. But like his obsession with cars is excellent. It's so fucking trash and I love it. Like
we were telling stories about Pete paying us in alcohol. That was
I never had no
well, it's when we were like when we like would run the light for him. Like when he'd have me do it on Tuesdays, I told him I'd do it, but not only does he have to pay me, but he has to give me a pitcher of beer for free every Tuesday. And he did. So I was sitting in the back with a pitcher of beer, But on the weekends I wasn't allowed to drink, and I did.
Oh yeah, you said that. What was it? Thursday. I think it was Thursday when we were talking about Pete that you were drunk all the time when you were doormanning. He would always like, even if I did like a guest spot, or I did the one thing that always like touched me and it made me feel like I had a good set is when Pete would go, give him half off everything on his bill. Yeah. When you hear that, you're like, oh, okay, I must have entertained him. You know, like that was always a good feeling when he would do that for you, even if you weren't on the show. He would still have your bill, and you would he would do it out of because he liked you. If he didn't like you, no, you're paying full fucking price, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like, he did not care.
Yeah,
and
he always gave me half off, but eventually when like Nick wasn't there anymore and like there was new bartenders, I didn't feel like trying to be like Pete says like every time bothering Pete about it. So I just paid full price. But Nick always gave me half price.
That's
why I would drink more when Nick was there.
Nick would do it, and bartender also would give me on the arm every once in a while, like the drinks. Until that got ratted out by somebody. Grr. But no, yeah, Pete. Man, walking in there without him soon is gonna be fucking really weird.
What's the first? I mean, I've been there before. I mean, the last time I worked a weekend, he wasn't there, but like. I've never been there when no one was there. Nadal wasn't there. Tony wasn't there. I think Tony's son was in the kitchen and kicking ass back there.
The twins?
No, not the twins. No. I forget his name. I don't know, but he was back there. And I had a chicken sandwich, and it was good. It's always good.
Well, I mean, when your dad's Tony, I mean,
I am curious. I mean, I haven't asked because I know they haven't talked about it yet, but I'm kind of curious what they plan on doing. And if they plan on moving it, I don't just say that they are, but if they do, I have a guy.
Okay.
So, I mean, I just interested in seeing,
I kind of want to find out how much it is to become a silent partner. Like, how much can I put in? There's a part of me that wants to own a piece of that place. Like, even if it's like 3%.
I don't know if I trust to get like your 3 or 3% revenue or whatever. I don't think I don't know if I trust it.
If
I feel bad even thinking about it, but the thing is, I just say that because I want to be in good hands, right? And like the last thing I want and it be is just some rant, like either a corporate or something. And it's kind of small to be a corporate, but like someone who's not part of the Funny Stop family, to get a hands of it and change it into something that it, we don't want it to be. That's the only thing. I just hope it gets in good hands if that's what happens. Or
I'm
even
gonna take a leak real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. We're about to stop talking about that anyway because I know no one here gets
Isn't that what happens to the Comedy Store? I heard after Mitzi Shore passed away.
Yeah, it was a whole clusterfuck for a while there. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we got corporate because I think Polly's brother runs it, doesn't he? I think they still own it. I think. I don't know. I went to a corporate, like the Improvs are like that, and the Funny Bones in Columbus. I saw David Tell. It's in a mall. It's in a shopping mall, and it's super nice, but it just doesn't have. I don't know, I'm going to say the heart like this place does. This is like a tiny place in a strip mall, and the club has the personality of the owner, right? And it's not like that with those corporate clubs. And the thing is, you go to a place and you want to see the comedians perform. I understand that's the main thing, and you see a lot of good comics at these places, but it's just I don't know. Funny Stop just has a personality of its owner, and the owner's great. So I just kind of hope that it kind of stays like that. I don't want it to, and it's not big. It's like it. I think the fire code is like 190 in there. So, but they squeeze 200 in there. So yeah, so like even when it's sold out, can't fit more than 200 people in it. It's not a big room. It's not a big place. But it's.
I'm trying to picture this.
One of my favorite places on earth. It's up there.
Is it like a high school auditorium sort of?
No, it's in a strip mall. So it's just there's a stage and then just the empty floor with tables.
Okay.
And there's a booth in the back and there's a bar on the side. And it's like one big room, but there's a wall that separates the main room and the bar. And then there's just the main room, and there's this table spread out, and then it's a little stage. It's nothing crazy. It's pretty simple, but a lot of TJ Miller. TJ Miller.
Yeah,
he's going to be there in a couple weeks.
Okay, I was going to ask, did they book big names there?
Yeah. In summertime, they don't get all the giant ones because they can't afford them. But TJ loves Pete and his brother, so he'll come for and TJ doesn't need the money either, right? He makes movie money, so. He comes. I think he's doing two days in the week during the week or something like that, and then Tammy Piscatelli was on Last Comic Standing. Obviously they don't get a tell. They couldn't afford a tell probably, but or the other comics who don't do clubs anymore. But Joe Mackey, I just had Joe Mackey's a big deal. He sold out all of his shows. Dave Landau sold out all of his shows. Jen Caparulo's coming for the first time in a couple weeks. TJ Miller, Rich Voss, Bonnie McFarlane. So pretty big names in comedy, but not like everyone's household names if you don't follow, comedy. But I don't know one probably with a Netflix special. Although I think Tammy had one back in the day, like when Netflix first started. But
have you ever met Rich Voss?
Yeah, I worked with him. Okay. Yeah. I hear people say he's a dick, but he's always nice because the people at the Funny Stop were always so nice to everybody that he's always been really cool. Yeah, I met him a few times. He gave me one of his CDs. I never opened it. He signed a bunch of CDs and gave them to the people who were working there. And when I was working there, and I have it's somewhere, one of his albums somewhere that he signed. But he's cool. I am seed for his wife, Bonnie McFarlane. She's really funny too. Bonnie's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen her. I saw they did a tribute to Patrice O'Neal, and I didn't see her perform, but I mean, yeah, she was like the MC of the thing.
Okay, yeah, she's really funny too. I gave her a line for something too. I don't know if she ever used it, but she told me it was funny. I don't know if she ever used it. But yeah, Pauly Shore. I MC for Pauly Shore when he was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's he like?
He was nice to me. There's another one, like, people say he's a dick, but he wasn't a dick to me. So I don't. That's all I got is what my personal experience, and I didn't talk to him a whole lot. I mean, he told me like I was funny, and he said something about one of my jokes specifically, so I knew he wasn't lying. Like he heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was nice. To me at least, and the show was great. It was, the place was full, and the crowd was awesome. And that was one of the most fun shows I've ever done, and that was Pete who let me do that. So.
You remember when he was on the verge of being a very big movie star?
Yeah, I mean he was. I mean, in
Oh
college,
yeah, no, he was. When I was a kid, he was in.
He
several...
was the man. All right.
Yeah.
That's the one show. Well, Mom, she came up twice. My mother came to the Funny Stop twice, but the first time it was to see Pauly Shore. But I was on it, so I counted. But yeah, that was one of the favorite things I've ever done was work with Pauly Shore there. It was fun. And this last time I worked with Joe Mackey, that was cool too because Mackey's hilarious and all those shows are sold out.
Oh, who have you ever met that you were really like, yeah, that guy's a dick? Or would you not say?
You know what? Not that many.
Okay.
Not a lot. That's why I can't really think of somebody like right off the top of my head.
That's what I just like. People say that about Dane Cook. They just say in real life.
All right, but I haven't met him though. So I don't. Because the owner of that club took such good care of everybody that they kind of like were nice to everybody there. Oh well, I mean, it's actually I didn't meet him. I wasn't there. I was supposed to be working, but I was sick that weekend. But they had Gallagher, and Gallagher was a monster. But I wasn't there. But he was terrible to everyone, and it was bad. Like he lost a lot of money because he had to give a lot of refunds.
Wow.
He did like 3-hour shows, which is terrible, and it wasn't any good because and then he wouldn't smash fruit just to piss people off, and then people were storming the stage and shit. It was a whole thing, yeah. And I was supposed to be there, but I wasn't. Thank good. I'm actually happy I wasn't because those were like, we didn't get out to like 2 or 3 in the morning, and that never happens. So, yeah.
Speaking of prop comics, have you ever met Carrot Top?
I saw Carrot Top twice. I haven't met him. I saw him perform twice. Once when I was in high school when he was touring in Akron, and then this past time in Vegas, Ray went to go see Pauly D, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I got Carrot Top tickets. I went to see Carrot Top by myself. He was great. I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. People give him shit, but he's hilarious. I don't understand why people give him shit. I don't know. I thought he was great. I'm happy I went.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that gets a bad rap for like no reason. I don't understand why he does. Because you see him, he's funny. He's funny. Like if you go see Carrot Top and you're like, it was dumb. I'm like, no, I don't think so, man. And that guy's been doing the residency for like 16 years or something, and he does 3 weeks on, 1 week off for 16 years, and he does 6 shows a week. So
yeah, I remember he went away for a while and came back, and he clearly had been doing steroids, man. I'm just gonna say it.
Well, he never went away. He was just in Vegas doing a residency. Oh. But yeah, at one point he was just working out constantly when he started the residency, and he got jacked as fuck because all he was doing was working out. Yeah. But he stopped that. He looks normal now. He just runs now, so he's like skinny now and looks normal. Well, I mean, normal for Carrot Top. He still wears all the makeup and shit, but no, he looks. I mean, he's late 50s, and he looks like a guy in his late 50s. Well, I mean, he's in good shape for his age for sure because he reruns all the time. But no, his show's good, man. I'm happy I went.
Okay.
the Luxor, and I couldn't find the theater. I had to ask like 3 different people because there's multiple theaters in that place. I didn't know where it was. It was almost like.
No, I was gonna ask. Are we waiting on Ray to come back?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Did he say where he went? There he is.
Sorry, had to let the dog out and then back in. He's old and.
Is that the noise he made? Like Dick Dastardly. What's his dog's name?
No, you're thinking Muttley.
Muttley. Yeah. Muttley's the name of the dog.
Yeah. The wacky races.
I had a great wacky races reference once when I was doing a show at Buzzman and this band came in, and I always ask the bands if they're playing after the comedy show to like come on stage in between comics and tell everybody why they should stay and whatever. And the ones that did, people would stay. The ones that didn't, people left. So I'm like, don't be a dick. But one guy, he looked like, what's the guy's name? Dick Dastardly or whatever. I don't know. At the time, it was a good reference. You guys hear about the lady who freaked out in the airline because she was sitting next to someone who was a human. I guess Carrot Top was on the plane. Oh, not human. Okay.
I didn't hear about that. I saw a few videos recently of just awful garbage on planes, but besides that,
what do you? Are you horrible a human being on a plane, Pulse? You take your shoes and socks off and put them like on the seat in front of you?
No, but to be honest with you, I really hate flying, man.
I don't like it too much either.
Yeah.
I wasn't super excited about flying when we went to Vegas. Especially the way back. The way back, those fucking flimsy seats. We hit turbulence when we were taking off. And I almost had a heart attack, dude. It was not good. We were a little like this. And the crap.
Oh, yeah. You were freaking out. I was trying to hold it together for both of us. But even I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I just kept looking at the flight attendants, and they looked all right. So as long as the flight attendants are okay, you just shouldn't freak out. But I don't fly that much. So when we have takeoff turbulence, I was like, this fucking sucks. Yeah, that flight, I didn't like that flight very much. Although the one thing I did like about the way back is it was like 2 hours shorter because of the tailwind. So the way back was quick. Way there was fine, but I had Wi-Fi and shit. Frontier doesn't have anything. Come prepared. You gotta bring a book or some shit.
Yeah.
Next time we're driving, we're doing bro across America.
Bro, we'll pick up Pulse on the way. We'll just go 20 hours out of the way.
Yes.
To give Pulse.
We'll do one of these.
Yeah. It looks like a check mark.
Yes.
On the map.
I tell you what, next time UFC has an event in Houston, I think y'all should come down. We should have a meetup.
I honestly have been thinking about that for a little while.
I have family there, so it would make sense.
I got a guy I can possibly stay with down there. A couple of people I could possibly stay with down there. So
I definitely want to see my cousin play baseball but he's only a freshman though, so he has 3 more years left. But I'm hoping at some point I can see him play baseball.
Where does he play?
He goes to the Woodlands College Park.
Oh, he's in high school.
Yeah, high school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he play, that area, not too far from you.
Yeah.
So, you and Ray, you don't know who Tim is gonna pick this week in Seiko or a Blue Ho. I guess you'll have to wait and see. Who is Tim's hero of the week? We're gonna put the thing up or not?
I am. Hold on. I'm working on it. Teach Pulse where those things are. But
this is one thing I did talk about before, and this would have been a nominee from like a week ago, or possibly the hero of the week from a week ago. I don't know. I'm not gonna not going to retroactively give here in the week, but I am going to mention this. When I went to see Shania Twain at Blossom. Blossom is a I don't know how many acres is that thing altogether. A lot, right?
A lot, yeah.
You park and then you have to walk forever to get to it sucks, all right? And it was very hot. And I'm carrying my lawn chair and it's hot and I'm sweaty and I'm sweating my ass off. I finally get to the thing and the guy's like, I don't think you can bring that chair in. I'm like, what? I open it up. He has a piece of cardboard and he says it's too high. I'm like, well, the ass isn't too high. I sit in it. I recline it back. It's not too high. He's like, yeah, but if you put it like this, the top is too high. I'm like, you're fucking splitting hairs here, bro. You're splitting hairs here, bro. And he's like, well, you have two choices. Either take it back to your car, which I almost died from the walk there, or throw it away. I'm like, throw it, bro. No, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna throw it away. But that walk, I said to him, I'm not proud of this, but I'm like, dude, that walk would literally kill me. He's like, there's nothing I can do. And then this is what I say. And listen, I'm nice to people usually. I try to be. Overall, I am a nice guy. But I was very hot and very sweaty and not in the mood. So I said something I really regret. And the fact that this guy didn't like say something to me or go off on me is kind of why he gets a nomination. I go, fine, but if I die, it's on you. And then I walk away.
Come on. You said what?
I said I wasn't proud of it, man.
Oh, Tim.
That's why I say it now, because I want to give myself shit for it because I deserve it. But I you know what the thing is?
I would have you smack Tim if we all went to a show together and he said that. I would have you beat him like you own him.
The weirdest thing is because that's not me. That's weird. I was just in, I was just in a mood, and I was so pissed and so sweaty and so angry that I said that. And
like, did you not complain about T-Mobile because they had escalators pretty much everywhere?
What do you mean? I didn't complain at all. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they would have just had stairs, would you have been like, oh, T-Mobile sucks?
I mean, somebody else would have said it, but I mean,
probably.
But I wouldn't have yelled at anyone. I just also he was kind of crappy. He wouldn't let that. I mean, I get it. He was trying to do a job. Also, what I was hoping he would say was, "Oh, dude, we can hold it for you, whatever." Like somebody else did when I went back later. Somebody else let a lady put their chair over to the side. My guy did not do that. He told me they were going to throw it away. So I wasn't happy about it. But he still didn't deserve what I said to him. But but this was my car. It took me literally an hour to find my car, and I was
good.
My car, my shirt was like drenched in sweat. I almost went home. I was so pissed off. And Alan wasn't there yet. I almost went home, but I had another shirt. I put it on and I went back. You know what the funny thing is? Not funny. It's kind of stuff. I didn't even. Part of me didn't even realize I said it because I didn't even feel bad about it until I was leaving. I'm like, fuck, did I say that to that guy? I'm like, fuck, I did. I don't even think it registered because I was so angry what I said till later. Because if I would have thought of it before, I would have apologized to the guy. But it wasn't until I left and I'm like, fuck, I did say that. So I felt bad about that for a while. So a nomination went out to that guy for not freaking out on me. Because there was listen, a lot of people said a lot of fucked up things to me too in customer service, but that one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't mean literally die. I meant pass out from heat exhaustion, which I almost did. So, but it wouldn't have been on him.
You do that on a Tuesday anyway. So what's
not true?
Fucking...
Not true.
Well, yeah, you have air conditioning at your house.
And now I'm fucking justifying it because now I'm like, well, the other guy let the lady put the chair out to the side, and he did. But he won't let me. But the thing is, you're not supposed to let him do it. He was just doing his job.
Was she wearing a low cut top?
No. Dude, there's a lot of hot chicks there, though. That's one of the reasons you go for the Shania Twain show.
Yeah.
There's plenty, dude. And they're right in front of us, too. Just like these college girls. They're wearing barely nothing. Barely.
Both of y'all will get this reference when I say there's two people I'd always wanted to see at Rodeo Houston. One was Shania Twain. The other was George Strait. Like, those were the two.
That was pretty good.
I saw Ronnie Dunn sing the national anthem in Colorado. I feel like I'm good.
Enough. That's not enough.
I feel like I'm good.
You didn't hear the hits. You didn't see see Kip with him. You didn't see the backup singers fighting for who got to stand in front. That was the best. You just saw them like just watch. They're all like pushing each other. I'm like, dude, what the fucking fight? They're about to go straight up fucking rock of love on each other.
I don't know. I saw some pretty heavy hitters though back when I did see like the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo back in the day. Didn't see Selena, but I did see a lot of country artists who are huge at the time.
I would like to go back for sure. Of course, I don't know if I
Rodeo.
want to see
Fuck yeah!
I don't think I want to see who's huge now. Maybe some people, maybe. I see Chris Stapleton or Hardy or what's the other guy?
Yeah.
I don't want to see fucking
any
of these cooker cutters that are all the same.
Paul, so you were in there in like the early 90s, right?
At the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo?
Well, I was just talking Houston in general. Like,
oh yeah.
When like Reba McEntire would show up at the Astrodome for Rodeo Houston, Alan Jackson. I saw 3 country legends in one night at 6 years old. John Michael Montgomery, Tracy Bird, and Mark fucking Chestnut. All right.
That was like a show that would be like down the street from me now. Like this.
Yes, now. Back then, they were playing in front of like, how much did the Astrodome hold?
Oh man.
50 at least, probably.
50-ish, 60-ish, maybe.
Probably.
Sold out. Sold out for that shit, dude. Insanity. Loved it.
I honestly, I don't think there's anyone I'd rather, especially at that time, 2008, that I would have rather seen country-wise than Brooks and Dunn. I think that's the Garth would have been cool, but I think Brooks and Dunn for me because I love Brooks and Dunn. A banger.
Well, Brooks and Dunn rules, but
so I'm very happy I saw them. But anyway, this week's Hero of the Week, not too fancy, nothing crazy. I'm gonna go with Dricus Du Plessis, man. Like the man deserved it. I haven't gave it to a fighter in a while, but Dricus Du Plessis, man, and plus, apparently the fact that he didn't say it back to Izzy, good for him.
Well,
no, I wanted that win to happen, and I'm happy that win did happen. I like Robert Whitaker, but I thought it was time to see somebody else fight Izzy, and this is a good one because Izzy's obviously it strikes something with Izzy that pisses him off. So,
well, I mean that too, and also the fact that like. I mean, I've said this to a couple other people. Afrikaans, if you've ever actually like looked at the language, is fucking wild, and he could have said something more degrading in Afrikaans that Izzy probably would never have known what it was. Like he could have called him like a salty dog, and it would have sounded badass. But Izzy just decided to throw the N-word around like it's a goddamn Def Jam 1995 special. Like, it was amazing to see how many N-words he actually threw. Like, wild to me that he would even do that. But Israel Adesanya is Israel Adesanya. You know what I'm saying?
Hero of the Week 114, by the way.
Ooh.
A lot of them. A
lot of them. All right, guys.
Can we say something? Oh, what?
No. What can you say?
Hero of the
Week
doesn't mean the show's over.
You know who I feel bad for? I was saying this last night on the holes.
On the whole, Preparation H feels good.
No, I feel bad for Pantoja. Alejandro Pantoja.
Wait, we haven't even talked about him. That's why we.
Oh my God!
We haven't even talked about him.
That's what I was saying. Like that was supposed to be the biggest night of his life, and it was overshadowed by so many things that happened on that card. You know.
Good point. But I mean, not for him though. You know, like he feels on top of the world. He's not going to feel any less on top of the world because someone else is talking about something else. You know, it's not. It's not bothering him at all, really.
Not even just Izzy, but like it was Lawler's farewell fight. The Bo Nickel knockout happened.
Yeah.
I mean, his like the third or fourth story on that card.
Right, and they got Fight of the Night money, right? So it was.
Which
they're,
it
they're
was.
probably
I mean,
running
that
back,
was
the third
that was
fourth,
a
third
great
and a half
fight, man. Like both of those guys didn't quit. And Pantoja was just the better fighter out of that whole fight. But I mean,
that's what I'm saying. People are calling for, they want to see Moreno in another quadrilogy, but I'm like, because Daniel Cormier once said, after 2 losses, it's not a rivalry. This is 3 now. He's never beaten this guy.
It's 2.5. I just like Brandon Moreno so
but
much.
Still, I mean,
wanna
even
see
2 losses in a row.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, usually that's enough.
I mean, Deontay Wilder got destroyed in the second and third fights of his trilogy with Tyson Fury. So it's like, do you really want that punishment for your boy, or do you want to wait until somebody beats this guy?
What are you drinking, by the way?
Vodka and Mountain Dew.
I did not buy you that fancy cup for you to put Mountain Dew in it. That's a cup that's supposed to be liquor on the rocks at most. That's a tumbler, dude. That's a nice tumbler.
You said you're drinking Sky?
Sky vodka.
That's fine.
With Mountain Dew.
Okay.
You're such a trash human, man. That is the most white trash drink you can make. I take it back.
This is a vodka sour.
I take it back. Tequila and Mountain Dew is the most white trash.
I've done that on this show a few times.
See, yeah, that's the white trash margarita right there is Mountain Dew and tequila.
You're goddamn right, brother.
That's worse than that in Mountain Dew, but that's not very good.
I'll
either.
freeze it and put fucking.
But you're supposed to put fucking like whiskey on the rocks in that cup, man. That's what that's for.
It's a mixed drink as well.
No, it's not. Well, okay, fine, whatever. You bought, but not Mountain Dew. Coke, Diet Coke. That's it. Nothing else.
I'm not gonna adhere to this embargo on Mountain Dew that you have.
Would you with a straight face go into a bar and order vodka and Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah.
They probably don't even have Mountain Dew in most bars.
Next time I go into a bar, what I will do is I will videotape myself ordering a vodka and Mountain Dew on the rocks, because you have to have a couple. I don't have any ice cubes in here. We don't have ice trays or anything like that. But
I have an ice maker, and every time I go out to my brother's, I bring up like a plastic bag full of ice.
Wait.
Because he doesn't have an ice machine.
Please tell me you put it in an igloo to like keep it cold on the way there.
No, I just drive it straight there and hope it doesn't melt too much.
Buy an igloo, you dumb motherfucker.
No, dude. By the time I get there, it doesn't melt very much. No. Sometimes I even get the ice, then I go buy the alcohol and come back. It only melts a little bit, but not too much. I will put it in a Glad bag.
Hefty bag, hefty.
Wimpy. Yes.
But
Shit,
no, the next time I go to a bar,
I forget what it was now. It wasn't that. Shit.
I will order on the rocks vodka and Mountain Dew just for you. I don't do it often. Like if it's the only thing I have, I put them together to make magic.
But you haven't before.
I've done it before. I've done it before.
You've ordered that at a bar before? No, I mean,
have
you ordered it at a bar?
Not at a bar. It's usually like beer.
That's the point that I'm making. Really.
Yeah, it's usually beer.
Is that you haven't, not that you wouldn't, because I said you wouldn't, because that's not that's. But
no, I absolutely would order it at a bar if it just like struck me.
Paul, so what's your go-to beverage at a bar? You just do beer, or? I'm
sorry, American League's up 2-1, and Bregman's at the plate, and they got Big Papi, A-Rod, and Jeter doing on the sideline. And it's like, you could just tell how awkward it is between Jeter and A-Ross. Okay, somebody just hit a home run.
Who?
I'm trying to see. Romano?
It's those Jordy glasses, man. They don't fucking let you see shit.
Yeah, man. What's my go-to drink?
Yeah. Like you're at a bar or something. What do you order?
Probably a beer, a Dos Equis.
Okay.
Really? Dos Equis? Really?
Yeah.
He lives in fucking Houston. That's like everywhere, dude.
What I miss about you, everybody has Shinerbach on.
Hold on.
In Houston.
The Pulse is talking.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say if I'm going to drink liquor, it'll probably be a clear. They got. Have you ever tried Tito's?
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
Tito's was my drink for a long
I'm
time.
not a red-blooded American human. Like,
dude, the crazy thing about Tito's is Tito's was just in Texas for a long time, and then it spread out, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, this is amazing." Tito's is the best vodka, in my opinion, that you can buy at a normal liquor store.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't taste like rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I mean, Grey Goose is pretty good, but I prefer Tito's, and like Absolute tastes like rubbing alcohol to me. A lot of them do. Tito's doesn't. Tito's tastes like a little bit of like, no, not Sky. Sky tastes like rubbing alcohol to me too. Like
$25 for, hold on.
It might be cheaper, but I'm just saying what's the best. It's Tito's is the best. Tito's is a little bit of like Texas on it. I don't know how to explain it. It has a little bit of like.
You are right.
It does. It has a little bit. If you drink it straight, you're like, it's a little something, and it's American. It's very good American vodka. People from other countries will put their nose up at American vodka, but Tito's is very, very good. Tito's is great. I used to only drink Tito's for a very long time, but the last few years I switched back to. In 2020, I switched to bourbon, but before that, it was all Tito's.
Yeah, if I'm just drinking straight vodka, Tito's I would go with. But if it was a flavored vodka, I gotta say New Amsterdam makes some pretty good flavors.
Really, I'd rather just put a little fruit or something in my vodka instead of having a flavored vodka. You know, I rather put a little, like a lemon or something, or even like a cherry or something in my vodka instead of getting like a flavored vodka.
I think I've had New Amsterdam. Like flavored anything to me is bullshit. Like,
flavored Jim Beam's gross. I don't like any of it. I've tried.
I don't
it.
like
I
any
like
kind
any
of flavored liquor. Like maybe like Smirnoff fucking raspberry or something. Like some fruity shit I'm okay with at a point. But like if it's straight liquor, like vodka or fucking whiskey, I do proper 12 because I like the way it hurts me when I like do a shot.
It's so like, good.
Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes shots don't feel like it should. And
Boss,
baby.
this is when you say fucking white people.
No, New Amsterdam, they make one in particular called passion fruit. It's pretty good.
Passion fruit, though, is always a good like extract to get in there. I will say.
I only use like flavored vodka if it's in another drink with something else. Like if you're trying to make some kind of but just by itself, I'm like just use regular.
Sometimes
vodka.
I remember being at a graduation party in like high school. Somebody had flavored vodka. Like I think it was Absolute.
That's when you have it. You have most of your flavored vodkas before you're 25, I think.
Yes, absolutely. You learn like that's why I say with like shots. Yeah. I want to be able to feel it in my fucking toes. Like there are times when I do shots of anything. If I do shots, I did not, by the way, do any shots during my OVI. That's a funny thing about the whole thing. But no, yeah,
what,
when it comes,
you didn't.
No shots.
I just remember you being plastered.
Yeah, because I drank a fuck ton really fast.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were all right. We were all looking at you like, we don't think you are, though. Like,
it happens.
Yeah, you didn't get cheated on yours. I will say that. You weren't like, dude, I was basically fun. That wasn't you. I mean, you might have felt fine, but you were drunk. I was there. Anyway, do Do you know how old Pulse is? I think we should play the Price is Right game.
Oh Jesus, we're going out the box with this.
Yes, yeah, we're supposed to do that.
This is what we're ending the show on.
Yes, let's do Price is Right rules.
Pulse, do you consent? We need consent.
That's true.
Do you consent to the guessing game?
How old he was.
And I'm going to do something better. We're going, if we get it wrong after 3 tonight, we have a week to guess.
No, I want to know now.
No.
No.
No, here's the thing.
We're going to be pretty close. It's not like we're going to be like 10 years off.
I mean, I might.
I don't think so.
Black don't crack, homie, and Pulse looks good for his for whatever age he is.
No, I just think we should do Price is Right rules right now. So you closest without going over. You want to go first? Right. I'll go first.
Pulse, I want you to do something for me.
Okay.
So
turn the lights on.
You see the react button on the bottom of the screen, like where like add camera, share, and all that is. You see the word react.
Yeah.
All right, click that. And you see cheer and gasp.
Okay.
You see those?
There's no boo.
Okay, what?
There's no boo.
No, there's no boo. I'm kind of sad about that. That's why the gasp will be the wrong, and the cheers or the cheer with the hands will be the correct answer if we get it. If we get it. Now, Pulse, do you consent to us guessing your age?
You get 3. You both of you get 3 apiece.
I thought we just get one guess. Whoever's closest without going over wins.
Okay.
I like the running gag though of.
I want to know now. I want to know now.
Okay, Pulse. If we don't get it wrong, will you tell us?
Don't get it right.
Maybe. I like maybe.
He's not older than Thomas. You know, so.
To be honest,
Really?
No, I would say close.
I'm gonna go 32. I'm off. What about you, Red? Where are you going?
Also, you're gonna hate me.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna be honest. 41.
All right, who wins? Who is closest without going over? It has to be me. There's no way you're older than 41.
You were closest, Tim.
All right.
I was thinking early, like mid 30s maybe, but I wasn't sure. I'm going to say 35.
I'm going to guess 33. How many guesses we get? Well, then we give up. We both have 2 guesses.
No, hold on. 31. You're younger than us.
I forgot your ages, but I don't think. Well,
okay.
I don't know. 37.
I'm 34. He's 34 for
35.
a while.
37.
34.
I was born December 27th, 1989. That makes me 34 years of age.
34.
34. All right.
Ah, damn it. Another one's younger than me. Not by much, though.
Again, this is why the new segment on the show is going to be great. We're going to learn things because I'm old as fuck when it comes to my pop culture references, and Pulse will be on the pulse of that shit.
That's true. Like
quickly.
Ray stopped paying attention to pop culture once you start getting a little woke. When they start putting non-whites on TV, he's like, I'm done.
Mixed marriages? What are we doing here?
Once they talked about hiring an actual Indian guy for the Short Circuit reboot, you're like, no. There's a reason we have makeup.
I want
It's called
the
acting.
original Soul Man. God damn it! He had.
So you're in between us. You're younger than Ray by a few months.
Am I?
No, what was
Wait,
the
no, hold
birthday
on.
again?
No, hold on. What?
December 27th.
89. You were okay. So he's
Yeah.
younger than Ray.
Yeah, by you're 6 months and a week. 6 in a week.
So you're the youngest.
I'm old. I'm
Congratulations.
6 and a week older than you. So yeah, that's awesome though. Cause
And how old? I was gonna ask, how old is Thomas?
46.
Right, yeah,
45.
Thomas
45.
is old
Yeah.
man, motherfucker. Like, I love Thomas. Don't get me wrong, but he's
I love
my
him because
Uncle
like
Thomas.
he's still like talking about going back to school and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm 35. I can't learn anything new. That's what I feel. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done to trying new things. You kidding me? That's how I feel, which I shouldn't.
Oh,
But
is
I look
he
at Thomas,
going back? Is he going back? Because I'm going back.
talk about it. Yeah, no,
Are you?
it's not a bad thing. I mean, do you plan on dying in the next 5 years? If not, go back to school. Like, you know, like the thing. Like in reality, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know, when you're old, 10 years isn't a lot, you know, when you're 65, 75. Like, I mean, so but it seems like a lot when you're 35, 25. Like 25 going back to school makes sense. 35, you're like, oh, I'm too old. But the thing is, you may live into 75, you may live into 65. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, I just point being, go back. Yeah, yes, go back to school.
No, get a trade.
He's
Trades
going for it.
all day.
He's going for it. He's going for like this kind of shit, right?
Yeah, audio and sound recording.
Yeah,
That's both.
absolutely. And I mean, again, that's something I can kind of help you out on too, because like me and Thomas went to the same school. So
Did
yeah,
either
I was
of
a
you finish?
broadcasting guy. Yeah, I finished. I didn't pay fully, but I finished the course. Yeah, I finished the course. I had a wrestling podcast while I was there. Don't know how many people listened, but I shared it every fucking Friday.
Here's a good question for Pulse.
Ooh.
Pulse, does it make you feel one way or the other when you see people on here talk about how shitty we are on the comments and how you shouldn't waste your time with us? Does that make you feel one way or the other? That's fine if it does.
No, like it's the internet. I know people are gonna troll. You know, it's like
I do think it's funny that they disappear once they realize it doesn't bother us.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, dude. Like,
no, it's crazy. Like you could pull up a video of a little baby, a cute little baby, and somebody would be in the comment section and be like, "That baby ain't shit.
Baby's ugly as fuck."
Like, what the fuck? Man?
Yeah.
Benjamin Button. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But
fucker's 2 years old and doesn't know how to walk. How fucking dare you? You
Right.
can't. You need to get a job, kid.
listen, the number one goal of this show, this is what I was going to say. Because we have hit 3 years, so I wanted to say something about that.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, when Ray and I started this show 3 years ago, the number one goal was to do something to entertain ourselves. We didn't expect anyone to watch it all, right? And plus, it was 2020, and we were both in the house, and Ray wasn't working at the time, right? So we were both like cabin fever hard,
bro,
and we needed
so
something
much
to keep us from going fucking insane. And that's what this was. And really, the number one goal, especially because we're not a giant show or anything like that, the number one show is to be fun for ourselves, right? That is still the number one goal right now. Because we don't do anything we don't want to do, because we just do things we think are fun for us. However, now that we have some of an audience, we absolutely love that we're attending some people.
Yeah,
we're not going to change. Not really. I think there's enough people that we can get just doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this show is like
number one goal is just for us. We want to entertain other people too. But the number one goal always was just to be fun for us, and that's for a minute there. I kind of lost sight of that. We were kind of just getting like a little weird about it, but I'm like, this is the number one goal. It's just we have to have fun. It's not worth doing, man. So
And that's the thing. Like
doing it so long, we get a little like, what are we doing wrong? And in reality, it's just we'll just keep having fun and hope that other people have fun with us. And there are some people that have fun with us, so that's the
and
goal.
I mean the fact that we got guys like Pulse who are behind us, who believe in us as well. Like I never thought when we started streaming on like any kind of platform we'd get people to watch us. And then we found psychopaths who like us, and it made me happy.
And listen, there's more out there. That's the thing. We just got to find them. They're out there. They're out there.
A lot of hashtags. Man. Fuck tons of hashtags. We need to learn.
Right.
Pulse, send me hashtags you find that have a lot of things on it that are violent, and then put us on that shit to disrupt whatever like algorithm that is.
So why don't we look up whatever's trending on Twitter, and we do like a 1 minute segment on whatever is trending. If we know about it or not, we just talk, and then we just post it, and then we'll cut it and post it. A video us talking about whatever's trending, no matter what it is.
Dude,
that's a good idea.
Wait. I'm thinking of a name. Tweetin' Blind.
I don't think I want people to know that. Well, maybe that will work. That might not be bad.
Tweetin' Blind. It's ambiguous enough.
Trend plot. Was what I was thinking.
No.
Oh, by the way, do you have anything for me for Shut Up and Watch It?
No, but
you should, man.
Here's the thing. I will this weekend. Like, I'll give you something that's like an hour or an hour and a half. I got something for
you. Can you get a hold of Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay. On Hulu, there's a movie. It's just a good movie. I don't want to explain I think I've talked about it before. I don't want to explain too much about it. Small Engine Repair.
Okay.
It's based on a play. John Barathal's in it.
Okay.
It's a good movie, and I want you to watch. You got to watch the whole thing because you think it's one thing.
Yeah.
And it's a good movie. So just watch that whole movie.
How long is it?
Movie length, probably less than 2 hours.
Okay.
It's a good movie. I watched it twice, and it's good. And I also want to ask you about a situation that came up in it and what you would do in that situation. And it's a good movie. I liked it. It's based on a play. I would have liked to see the play. It's kind of a good.
All right. Anyway,
yeah. I enjoy Small Engine Repair. It's called Small
Engine Repair. All right. Yeah. I will.
John Barathal's in it. So
I will watch it if I message you Sunday saying, hey, what was that thing on Hulu? Or remind me in like a day or two to like, hey, if you watch Small Engine Repair, I'll be able.
Small Engine Repair. Paul, Small Engine Repair.
Okay.
It's on Hulu. So if you have Hulu, we're good to go.
I'm not pretending it's like, it's got like dramedy. I'm not pretending it's the greatest movie of all time. I'm not pretending it's the funniest movie of all time, but it's a good movie that you probably wouldn't watch otherwise. So watch it.
I dig.
I think that's we talk enough about 3 years. I can't believe it. Honestly, we definitely did not expect we were going to be doing this for 3 years.
No. To be honest with you, when it comes to like the fact that you mentioned that it was the anniversary and then sent me the GIF, I went, oh fuck, it's been 3 years. I thought it was like 2, to be honest, like, because we lost the year with the pandemic. Like, we had a bunch of great fights during that time. Stipe regained the belt, for fuck's sake, during the pandemic when we were super fanboying when he was still a like regular active fighter. Trapper Keeper was born on this show 3 years ago. Because you're a Kevin Holland fan.
I love Kevin Holland. He's still my favorite, dude. He has been ever since.
Again, we constantly mention him on this show, but I need to like, just for giving his time and the fact that like he was part of the 3 year shit. Pat Miletich, Like Pat Miletich took the time out of his day away from his family. He drove in his fucking truck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the
Because
biggest guest we've ever had.
Oh, it is.
No offense to anybody else, but like Pat to us is huge because it's Pat fucking Miletich.
Yeah, and Hall of Famer, world champion, 100%. You know, the first super team.
Yeah, I was about to say the Miletich fight system trained champion.
Yeah, we need to get him back on. So he'll come back on.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just the fact that he not only did he say yes, but he has shitty internet where he lives, so he drove into town and sat in his car for an hour.
Yeah,
to hang out with us.
Yeah,
and sell his shit. Which may have been the best sales pitch of all time. That was a great sales pitch. Man, I bought it.
Comment.
You know what?
I recuse myself. You can go in on that.
If I could afford that stuff, I would take it every month. But I can't. I bought it for 2 months and it's too expensive for me. But it's good shit. Especially for someone with gut health issues.
on a plan. I guarantee you. Be like, it's $10 for you per year.
I'll tell that. I'll tell it to Pat. My Pat. You know what? It was helping me, especially with my gastro issues. Especially, it was. But I'm like, I just can't afford it, bro. Maybe I'll get maybe he can give me a coupon code or something.
We got to get Gene on here again too. I mean, Gene Walker. I mean, you want to talk about a guy we both love, and I, again, to this day, can't believe he was the agent that I looked at. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're making an ass of yourself. And I'm friends with the guy. And again, due respect to the man. Like, I remember when I first met him at Toth's place in Menor. And he ended up being a great friend. And I'm like, oh my God, I fucking met this dude in India. I remember going to Jerry Jaffe and being like, I worked camera for an event in like Indiana that this guy was like flipping the fuck out.
Right. And at the time you didn't know he was a comic.
No, not at all. And then when
I met him at the Funny Stop because, like, so many people have met at the Funny Stop.
I need to get betting advice from him. Maybe I'll win money.
That too. His show, I think it's called On the Lines. Walk the Lines.
On the Lines. Yeah.
Walk the Lines.
Walk the Lines with Gene Walker. Yes.
Yeah. He'll come on and talk about betting and shit with us. Dude, we probably have him on every card if we wanted him to. We just need to get a hold of him again. I don't even know how to get a hold of him for sure anymore. You know what? I think I have his phone number. That might be the best way.
If you hit him up on his phone, see if you can text him, we'll have him back on.
I'll text him. Sure.
And we'll make me and Pulse both. We'll make like we'll work on what do you call it? One of those why can't I think of the fucking name of the thing? Bets? Not public service announcement, but legal thing where it's like this is for entertainment purposes kind of thing.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word disclaimer. I don't know why, but it was. I knew what I wanted to say there.
My favorite disclaimer of all time is the South Park disclaimer that tells you not to watch it.
Yes.
Should not be viewed by anyone.
But no, yeah. When I want to have him back on because he's the one that got us Pat, and I there are times where I'll look through my contacts when I'm bored at work. And all of a sudden I'll get scared because I see Pat Miletich on there. I'm like, how do I have Pat Miletich's phone number? Like,
you're going to dial him?
Yeah, I'm afraid one day, like on my earpiece, my phone's going to dial Pat Miletich and I'll be like, hello? Oh, who is this? It's Pat Miletich.
Honestly,
hi, Pat. It's
as long as you just send one text, it wouldn't be a big deal. Just make sure it's during the day. It's not a weird time. One text probably wouldn't be a big deal. Or Instagram.
Like 1 o'clock. Like 1 o'clock is noon in Iowa, so that's
a normal time.
Yeah. That's a normal time to send a text message like that. But I would love to have Pat back on because
plus, dude, it's been over 2 years. It's been a long time since we had him on, so He'll come back on, I think, almost for sure.
Especially live.
Oh, yeah, dude, that'd be a lot of fun.
Live with Pat Miletich. Oh.
Pulse, have you heard of Pat Miletich?
Of course.
I know you have.
Do you like his conspiracy theories? Because I do as well.
I love the old school guys, and I want to have more old school guys. At one point, I tried to get a hold of Tank Abbott. He never got a hold of me. The old Pulse, did you ever see the old Tank Abbott intro? We didn't use it very much.
No.
I paid him before he even started. Before our first episode, I paid him $20 to make me a cameo. And he used it as the intro. He's like, check out Bro Plata with Tim Danko and Ray Hocklack.
Thursday we'll add that. I'll add that to the video and have Pulse play that because I
best $20 I ever spent. I don't know if that's true, but it was great. When I got it, I'm like, dude, number one, like he understood the assignment. He did even better than I thought he would. He was great.
Is Tank still wearing a toupee?
It looked like his real hair.
Yeah, it looked like real hair.
Maybe he got plugs. I don't know.
Pulse,
you're
a wrestling
poor
fan.
nostril.
That's all. But that's all he charged for a cameo was $20.
Yeah, I went down and I'm like, dude, who can I afford? And I'm like, dude, Tank Abbott, that's perfect. $20, that's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Tank Abbott was kind of like the speed of this show. I want to have him on. I don't know how to get a hold of him. I'd love to have him on for an interview because
I've tried to hit him up on Instagram and all that and haven't gotten anything from him. So Butterbean won't even fucking dude, think about the people we've asked to be on this show that haven't come on.
Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp won't come on this show. Maybe if Pulse messages him,
I feel like
he'd be like, brother to brother, let's fucking go for it. You know, I think that might work. But the one, and I need to say this, and I say it every anniversary, the one that hurts the most, the one that hurts the most. Oh, it's every rose has its thorn level sad, right? Is Lenny Hart. Like Lenny Hart to me, as a guy who's done pro wrestling ring announcing, who loved Pride, who loves her when she does the Tokyo Dome for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you hear her voice and you're like, yeah, it's the Pride lady. I get sad whenever I hear her voice now because she stood this show up, bro.
I would have rather just say no.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's something that still to this day, like Lenny, I'm gonna clip this at this part because it's towards the end and it's easy to fucking do, and I'm gonna tag her in the description of this because Lenny, come on this show. Whatever you saw, whatever your agent told you is bullshit, babe. Like the thing is,
it may have been real too, you know, and maybe she was busy. Things happen.
If she's busy, I get it, but I want her to be on this show because she's part of like MMA lore. And the fact that we got a hold of her agent, we got a hold of everything that went on, and then for them not to show, still to this day, hurts me.
It hurts. It hurts because what we assume that may not be true is that somebody looked at the show and they're like, "Oh, well, they're not gonna fuck with these morons." that's why why it hurts. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Here's the thing.
Also, at the time we had like 3 subs, right?
I still vaguely remember.
We stayed up late.
Not even the stay up late part. I forgive that because we almost had that with Mark Hunt too. Mark Hunt was another one, but that was a schedule thing, and
we need to try Mark Hunt again. Geez, he didn't.
We needed to try Mark Hunt again. Pulse, hit up Mark Hunt on our behalf. Be like, I'm the producer of the show. He'll probably hit you up.
Say brah a lot.
Yeah, say brah a lot, and
he really would be
overhear you
because he talks shit. about the UFC, and I want to hear
And
that.
I'm down for it, dude. Because again, he got fucked with Brock, so
He
I
did
want to
get
talk
fucked.
more. I want to talk shit about Brock. I don't care, but like, here's the thing.
Plus, I think he can now because I think that lawsuit's done.
Yeah,
I think.
but again, let's get back to Lenny Hart because, like, Lenny, seriously, like,
Boo.
it hurt when you didn't come on,
It did.
and I
It did make us
remember
feel really bad.
vividly.
We felt real
Vividly to this day. And anybody that watches this in the future and thinks it was like some fucking shit, I'll send you emails, motherfucker, of legit emails from them with their shit redacted, obviously. But like, we got on. We got on Skype to call this bitch.
Skype. That's
And-
right. Use Skype.
Yeah, we had to use Skype, and it was going to be an audio-only episode. And, like, she didn't answer. And then, like, 2 days later, we get, oh, Lenny was busy. You could have told me fucking day of. Julian, okay, I'm going to say this. Julian, who represents Jessica I, all right? One of the most professional agents I've ever talked to in my life, and this is including broadcasting school, where I did use a lot of emails that I saw or people who like had a thing that was going on. Like, I would use those emails to try and do my broadcasting school show because that's what you fucking do. Julian is one of the most professional managers I've ever met when it comes to dealing with athletes. And I was very happy at the fact that he was able to get Jessica to do this show. Like,
She was great.
She was great. I almost slept in for it, sadly. But I made it. I got to talk to her. Like, I haven't seen her or talked to her since the UFC 20 what do you call it? UFC when they hit, I think it was 20 or 25 for the anniversary when it was like UFC 200 and all that kind of stuff. But to be able to talk to her, fuck around with her, like when I did the whole "you're not going to bear the slap or power slap," like it was a fun interview, and Julian was great. The person that represents,
it's always nice.
Well, I was about to say the person that represents Lenny didn't get back to me until it was 2 days fucking later.
It may have been legitimate. I really think it's just like they just bailed because we're a shit show and they didn't want to be. I mean, you know, that's fine.
And I remember Anchor had one Japanese listener.
Yeah. I tell you, she's like, get me out of this. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get it. But it's just, I don't want to be lied to.
Do it day of. Don't fucking wait a couple days. Like, that's what really pissed me off about the whole thing. But if we were ever getting Lenny Hart, if we were big enough where we were to get Lenny Hart, I'd be happy because I want that interview more than I want to breathe. Like, that's an interview I always
all you'll talk
to.
about is her standing us up. That's the only thing you'll talk about.
Well, because it happened, and I looked up to that woman. Like, she was a hero.
She's not
going to
come on if you just give her shit.
But it's more the like, don't meet your heroes kind of thing with her. And I've had that with a few people in my life, or a few like celebrities I've met, where it's like, fuck, you're a piece of shit. Like, son of a bitch.
Sit next wait, who in particular? I was asking Tim about this earlier about comics.
Yeah, it was.
Carlos Mencia.
He was a dick?
He was a dick, dude.
I've met him.
Like, he was in the hallway between the Funny Stop and the Red Fox being like, you know, some people are jealous. And you're like, motherfucker, you stole jokes. How fucking dare you even like justify what you did? Boo. Lunel. For me,
really?
Lunel is one of them where I'm like, fuck you, bitch. But it's more actions than it is anything else. She just got super drunk and went like an hour and a half over time kind of thing.
That's the one she was in Borat, right? That's her.
Yeah. That was when I was a doorman at the Cleveland Improv. Like that one's more of a like work related, like fuck you. But
no one other than Gallagher was really an asshole at the Funny Stop, and I wasn't even there for Gallagher. I was supposed to be there, but I was sick.
Yeah, I never really met an asshole at the Funny Stop.
No, because everyone treats them so well that if they're like being assholes, then they're the asshole, right? So
yeah.
Even Paulie. Paulie was really nice to me.
I never met Paulie.
He was nice to me. I don't know. All right, are we out of steam? I think is that it?
Yeah, I think we're out of steam. There's one chat here. I can't really see it. Pulse, can you pull up the chat for me? Oh, okay. What's it say though?
This is Carl's his hero.
Carl's my hero. Okay, so Carl's his hero. That's good to know.
No, Carl's
Jr. Carl
Malone.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching as always.
Are we doing a show Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Pulse?
Do you have anything Thursday?
What time?
7.
Oh, yeah, no. I think I'm available.
All right. Well, then Bro Plata happens 7 p.m. Thursday. We'll be talking about a lackluster card coming up. And I will be getting ready to go to Loudonville around that time too. So yay!
For what?
It's a free day trip at a resort. So it was one at a car show, bro. I was offered this free pass. I'm not taking it.
Okay.
As long as Loudonville isn't a dry county, I'm good.
I don't know. You want to cosplay homelessness? That's on you.
Exactly. But thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. For Pulse and for Tim Danko over here, we appreciate you watching every single week. And as always, see you at the Kumite, fam.
The problem is that my hairline is uneven. You know, it's like one side's okay and one side's like